Hello, this is Blue Shades, and this is the first episode of the Shade Station podcast. Due to complications with editing due to two different formats of mics being used, USB and XLR, I decided probably not a good idea to edit 2 hours of this, so here's the raw audio, because trying to cut in and out and silence some parts is just... it makes it sound really shitty, so I realized that DJ's mic, or gimmick, is actually, like, it picks up both of our voices quite well if I dB boost it. So, here's the raw audio. Nothing much has been edited besides the first part. I couldn't get some of the audio back from DJs to make it all complete, so the first 40 seconds or so sound kind of like shit. So, enjoy. Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Shade Station, a new film/media-based podcast with these fucking ass lords. Introduce yourselves.
Not an ass lord, I'm an ass gentleman.
Gentleman.
Well, I'm an ass lord. I'm a lord.
I'm DJ Conway.
Time.
Well, I'm DJ Conway, also known as Gimmick.
I'm just here, and you don't need to know my name, but I'm Eric Vasquez.
And he just said it anyway. I'm Nick Fouts, also known as Blue Shades, also known as a million different fucking things from me being...
For me and you not having
lord.
an original bone in your body, I changed names.
For me and you not having an original bone in your body. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. That was our podcast.
Thanks for happening.
Alright, so...
Alright, this is the
any
part
movies
where
you guys...
I saw Kingsman. I know you guys didn't see it, and
The
I'm not
recent
going to
movie
spoil
that
it here.
I saw, and I didn't go... And I didn't go and see this at the movie theater, but I saw Jupiter Ascending. Possibly legally. Possibly.
He paid his soul
Allegedly I said illegal, but holy shit, whoever plays that actor, the villain,
Oh, yeah.
I think he should be the Joker. Like, just the way he talks is so fucking hilariously, like, bad, that I think if he were to try with that type of voice, he could be, like, some type of, like, fucked up Joker.
You know, actually, after The Matrix came out, people were saying, like, Hugo Weaving should have been the Joker.
I could see that.
How is it, Batman? What is your life? Is it purpose or...
No, Cloud Atlas, Hugo Weaving was a badass.
I do like Hugo Weaving. Anyway, back to Kingsman.
Still can't believe he played a woman in Cloud Atlas.
I fucking don't want to fucking see that again. I'm sorry I didn't like it. Tom Hanks was kind of a glitch. Tom Hanks, I love your acting. Just not again with... Just stay away from whatever the...
Wachowski brothers, yeah, I don't think...
no.
They can't... If anybody ever sends this to the Wachowski brothers, which is highly unlikely, but if you do... Alright, Wachowskis, I'm talking to you. Retire! Do something else! Don't go back to the Matrix. If you do go back to the Matrix, whatever the original script was before the original Oracle died, use that. I'm talking to you, well, you're not the Wachowski brothers. Whoever... Listen, honey, I know you got a sex chain because you're all confused, but whoever is making these bad decisions, I don't know if it's you two together or if it's one sibling giving in to the other, but look, you guys gotta figure your shit out.
Like, I don't know. I watched The Winter Soldier, and for the longest time I was like, wow, the Wachowski brothers got it. You started getting good. No, it turns out it was the Russo's brothers. So, fuck me, right?
Yeah. Fuck you.
No, but they want Warner Brothers keep like getting them. Like, we need another Matrix trilogy. Why? Because they're fucking
Star Wars. They want to compete with Star Wars.
They also want to compete with everything else that everyone else is shelling out. Because Warner Brothers. When was the last Warner Brothers hit? Or of anything?
2001.
Like Warner Brothers Studios.
Yeah,
Like,
what was it like last
last
good movie? Like there was
that was published by them.
yeah.
Also Harry Potter. Didn't Warner Brothers do Harry Potter?
They did do Harry Potter.
That was like 2012. So
That
they
was
haven't had one.
it came out 2011, the last one.
I think they're just focusing on like just being like a television company at this point and like internet and whatnot.
Yeah, like the DC Nation. Like
Yeah.
like they just
Also, DC. They're
Hold on, did you see the Aquaman picture that was released?
no, but I'm
Yeah,
talking
I saw
about
it.
like their movies in general. Like
Okay.
the last movie was Superman, right?
Man of Steel, yeah.
All right, that ending.
Don't even get me started on Man of Steel because that was just a
Like compare the quality of DC movies
don't
post Batman.
Well, that was Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan.
Well, he also did fucking Man of Steel.
Well, yeah, but then
he produced that. Zack Snyder directed it.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Feige's going to produce the next Spider-Man movie that comes out, but that's not his. He's not in charge of the creative process.
Yeah, no. Sony says that they get the final say, but I mean, like, I hope that, like, because, like, I don't know if you like looked at the emails that were leaked, like, between their talks, but I mean, Marvel was just ripping them a new one, just like saying, what you did in this Spider-Man movie sucked. What you did in this movie sucked. What the fuck, like, what you did to Peter Parker was fucking retarded. They even commented on the Aunt May films, and they're just like, are you fucking retarded?
They know that they only have one character, Spider-Man, and they're trying to branch that out. They're trying to be like, well, if we have Spider-Man, then we have the Spider-Verse, so we need to make a Sinister Six movie, a Venom movie, we need to make a Black Cat movie, and they couldn't come up with anything else, so they're like, maybe an Aunt May movie, maybe come out with, like, what happened there. But no one wants to see an Aunt May movie. Does Aunt May have superpowers? No.
It'd just be like a spy thriller with, like, a female...
kick-ass skillet, though.
It'd just be like a female spy lead, which... I mean...
I liked Agent Carter. I saw the first episode. That was witty good. Witty good.
I really think that the Sony execs were grasping for straws because they're like, why did the second Spider-Man movie suck?
Well, that's opinionated because I saw it and I thought that was really good.
The ending.
Fine, but people were
Paul
like,
Giamatti must have been like, I'm gonna be in a Spider-Man movie, yeah! And then it's like 5 minutes of him in a green screen. You can go home, Paul!
what?
That's it!
Shit.
Yeah, but I saw the movie and I thought that accurately portrayed the comics, not just because of the costume, but because they bunched up a lot of stuff like they did in Spider-Man 3, but they bunched that up too much. They had like 3 separate villains. I understand. Electro was like basically the main one. And Green Goblin came out of nowhere, and then Rhino was at the end. Rhino was just like one of those villains you see in the comics where they're leading up into it.
I felt that they used Rhino to lure people into the theaters. Because, I mean, in the trailers, like, he was in the trailers a lot.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I felt that, like, that was their thing. Like, they had to include it in the movie. But, like, the writers, like, ran out of time. They're like, just use the footage from the trailer! Okay!
I really liked Electro though. When I first saw that movie, and
I liked the song.
Oh yeah, like the dubstep. I loved how they had the Electro just dubstep in there and just doom.
Yeah, that was good. But I mean, the next movie that they made, we do not need another origin story.
No.
Like we don't. Like we know it. Like he gets bit by a radioactive spider. I mean, sure, like their perspectives and like it's slightly different the details, but I mean, we know like. He gets bit by a spider. He's like, oh, I'm all nerdy and weak. And then, like, the next day he's like, holy shit, I can crawl on walls.
Like, okay. Yeah, but I don't understand why they have to recast Peter Parker. Why can't they stick with... Like, what did people not like about Andrew Garfield? Because
Andrew Garfield, you said it. He's not a good... Because in the...
Uncle Ben!
Yeah, no, because...
Call a doctor!
In the emails...
Also, yeah, 1 second, like, before, like, we go on.
Do you want to do, like, a clap sync to see if we're synced up?
Yeah,
no, we all got to clap.
No, we're synced.
Yeah, we're synced.
Okay. I'll, like, cut this out, but make sure you guys don't touch the table because... both the mics are getting feedback.
Okay.
So, like,
Well,
it'll hear when you touch the table.
But
Yeah. Anyway, but what in Sony did they say that why they didn't like Andrew Garfield?
Marvel, it still haven't decision, but like what the representative said, like what all of them said, Peter Parker was, or no, not Peter Parker. Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker, not such a great Spider-Man.
I gotta beg to differ. I agree he wasn't a good Spider-Man.
They want a rounded person. They want a person who's a decent Peter Parker and a decent Spider-Man.
If they want a rounded person, then why don't they have like Tobey Maguire play Peter Parker, but have Andrew Garfield in the suit? I know that's like a bad idea. Like, please don't. No, don't do that, Sony. But
you're giving them ideas. Stop.
You can't have your cake and eat it too, especially with characters that. Like, a lot of actors, especially the young actors that they're trying to get for Peter Parker because they're trying to get him as, like, a high schooler this time, they're not going to be able to be like, yeah, I'm a chill Peter Parker, but now I'm the quick web slinging...
The
wisecracker. Yeah, they can't do that at the same time. Like, they wanted a Miles Morales at first, and then people were like, no! And Donald Glover was going to, like... try to throw his head in, but now people are thinking it's going to be Logan Lerman or Zac Efron.
Logan Lerman, yeah. The dude that was in
Percy Jackson. Yeah.
Not only that, he was in
Fury.
And what was it called?
Gamer.
The movie that was adapted from a book, which we'll get. That's going to be one of the topics of our show is movie adaptations.
Shit,
It was a book kind of specifically about like high school.
Percy Jackson?
No, it's not Percy Jackson.
Oh, Wallflower.
Yeah, The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him in that. I did, but he is not a Spider-Man. He is not a Spider-Man.
I think like what in the emails they said, and what like I think that would be good, like the wisecracking thing, is that they want to show like Peter Parker being a nerdy, not wisecracking, but as his confidence goes up with his new powers. Like, as he's being Spider-Man and dealing with that. Like, they said in the email that they want, like, Peter Parker to get confidence and, like, when he's first putting on the suit, he won't be doing wisecracks. But as he develops more into Spider-Man, he'll get more confident, he'll start cracking wisecracks, and then, they'll switch back to Peter Parker, and then that will show confidence in Peter Parker, making wisecracks here and there.
Like, I would like to see that, because in the first Amazing Spider-Man, which I did not see in theaters because I was kind of like... I was still in that phase where I was like, Spider-Man is only Tobey Maguire. I'm not going to see this. And then I went and saw it and I was like, that was a lot better than fucking Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, honestly, I agree that Andrew Garfield was kind of a better Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll keep him. Like,
they definitely won't. He even was. He had this Twitter that he was like saying that he was so depressed about it. Because he loves Spider-Man, he loves the character, but he understands that.
Hey, do you want to split this sarsaparilla? Like
that's a root beer.
Oh.
I've never had the Silk City root beer. But go on.
That they just didn't want. Like they. What was I fucking saying?
You were talking
about Andrew Garfield's Twitter about how
he was talking about how depressed he was because he really loved this character, but he understands that Sony and Marvel
take a sip. Yes.
Sony and Marvel are just trying to like create something new and wonderful, but I don't understand why they have to create something new. Why can't they just?
It was a bit. Tastes weird to me.
It's because we just had sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what sarsaparilla, it's the root of root beer. It's very hard to find.
But
Moriano's, where you can find all this stuff.
And
also, does it taste weird?
The fuck is this shit?
Yeah, it tastes like it tastes like watered down.
Yeah, podcast about root beer. Here we go. Suck City root beer. Kind of what the fuck, but Suck City sarsaparilla.
I'm sorry. What do you pronounce this as?
Sarsaparilla.
No. This part. What city?
Soix.
No, it's Sioux. That's Native American.
Soix.
That's a.
City. Fucking Christ! I'm so sorry.
That's a tribe that I am part of. So thank you.
So you're part of the Sioux
and Cherokee.
Okay. Well,
weren't they enemies?
Yeah, but they had a fuck Ancestry.com. This shit. They had a marriage where there was a baby.
So once they had the marriage, they had a peace treaty or whatever.
Yeah, and then the white men came. Fuck you.
It's not my fault you guys never had smallpox. If you went around in the dirt, it would have builded your immune system like a man.
We did. What the fuck?
They fucking lived on the land. Like, their immune system...
Listen.
Yeah, but they kept their villages clean. We lived in dirty
Filth.
Like proud white men. If you just...
White men.
Coming from a Mexican. Also, you're tapping the goddamn table. Like,
No.
Also-
oh my god, that fucking feedback.
Also,
Alright, whatever.
have you ever asked the grinning bobcat why it's grinned? And have you ever painted with the colors of the wind?
I'll kill you.
No.
Let's get back to the topic.
Yeah, okay,
I
let's...
have a lot of
Okay, let me
to
just...
besides some of the jokes, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of some of them.
Yeah, let's just skip past the whole, like, oh yeah, there's a new Spider-Man, blah, fuck that. Let's get on to another topic.
Yeah.
We don't need any of this Marvel
Right,
shit and
right.
all this. It's overdone.
We're
Aquaman
still
looks
talking
fucking...
about movies we've seen recently.
Yeah.
I haven't even said anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, talk about the
Talk
Kingsman.
Yeah.
You talk about the Kingsman.
I love the Kingsman. I know you guys haven't seen this.
Like, Colin Firth, like,
Oh my-
just imagining him as an action hero is kind of weird, but, like, the thought of it is, like, kind of badass.
For those of you who don't know, my eyes are widening and my mouth is gaping because Colin Firth was a great fucking action hero in this fucking movie. Fucking God, go see this movie. I don't care who you are. Unless you're a feminist who are insecure. Hold on. Who do not...
territory here.
They say some sexist stuff in the movie is what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
Yeah, did they threaten to
If-
kill Obama? So, like,
They did have...
if you're the only white person who loves Obama, well, there's plenty of people who love Obama.
I like how you guys are trying to stop me.
If you
Like,
really love Obama, well, you might want to not go see this movie.
Well, I only
Ron
saw,
Paul, 2016.
I only saw 2 documentaries this week. One of them being at a theater for a band called Real Friends. Edgy McEdge.
were they really friends?
Wait, didn't you
I
tell
knew
me
you
a
were gonna
story?
make that fucking joke.
Wait, tell the story. Like, didn't you say a story about like some girl who? Like,
Oh yes, tell the
Yeah,
story.
there was some fucking girl in the theater that's like, "Hey, can you guys follow me on IG?"
Wait. Okay, so like the band wasn't there, right?
No, the band was there, and it was a Q&A after the
movie.
movie. So I'm sitting in the far back of the theater, and there's this
And like
girl in the
like
up front.
okay, so like the audience member would go up to the mic.
Yeah, it was actually in the ultra screen, like for some reason,
Oh.
which is really nice. It like nearly sold
And then
out.
like so after did she answer her quote? Did she go ask her question and then after that she go like turn to the audience?
No,
and
she
go,
didn't even ask a question. She's just like, "Do you guys have your phones? Because I want you guys to follow me on IG, like Instagram." And after that, like a couple of people laughed, but you heard me in the background go, "Fuck you!" Because it just annoys me when people do that shit.
Like what was everyone's reaction to that?
Laughing.
No.
I'm
But
trying.
also, nobody knew it was me because I like covered my mouth, except for the
Okay.
people around me. Like, "Fuck you!"
Trying not to stray. That kind of reminds me whenever I watch a like a JonTron panel from like Magfest when they're like, "Hey man, I really want a fucking hug," and he's like, "I told you not. Don't give me a fucking hug." And it just annoys me when people ask those questions where it's like,
It also annoys me at panels when people are like, "I appreciate you so much. I love you." Like, you went to the fucking panel. Like, they already know that you appreciate them because you went that fucking far to go see them.
Well, I
and
mean,
answer
they just
goddamn
love them that
questions.
much, and I, like if I were ever at a panel for whatever reason, I'd go, "Well, thank you. I appreciate your love, and you obviously show it so much because you're here." Now,
Yeah.
if they would like,
No, it just annoys me when like you constantly hear it.
it'd be like I don't know, like it depends on like I don't know, like if somebody would ask me to hug them, I'd go like.
I stink like ass. Don't do it.
Well,
You might catch the ass.
I'd probably ask like, as long as you showered recently.
that's kind of like
Within a week.
it's kind of like if I've ever met like Martin Freeman, I'd just be like, he's one of my favorite actors. I'd probably just be like, "What's up, man? What's up?" Because I feel like they get that all the time. Like, "Can I get a hug? I love you. Loved you in The Hobbit. I loved you in I don't know why they say I loved you in fucking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because that fucking fucking blue chunks."
It was fun. It was,
I like that movie. It was fun.
Yeah, God, no, God, I would review that shit. Dude, that would get the worst rating
Made a
I've ever
reference to a
given it.
Dalek.
They have, but it's just like so much shit was wrong with that movie.
I liked it. I saw that in theaters and I was like, when did that come out?
Like 2005.
I was
like in fucking 6th grade.
I was in 6th grade
I was
when.
in 6th grade. That was
shit.
fun. Maybe
Well-
7th grade. I know I was in junior high.
Well, should we do a different podcast? Like, edit this out, obviously, but maybe in the future about movies that we fucking hate. We'll just keep that.
Yeah, we'll
keep,
That we can do that as a
mention the next
topic,
topic.
like a next topic.
yeah, do that as a next fucking.
All right. Well, with the actual documentary, I guess it was like aesthetically good, but like they marketed the film as like, oh, this is a documentary about growth and moving forward, and I'm like, oh, is this like one of those campy like Kyle Faisal fucking poetry things? No, it was just about the band. It was literally just documenting the band. So I thought the movie was just going to be this like cringy, edgy bullshit, but it wasn't. And then I saw the Chris Chan documentary that recently came out.
What is this? I hear you guys talk about.
Do you
Chris-
not know who Chris Chan is?
I think.
All right,
I just
after
keep.
the podcast, or like towards the end.
Well,
like-
let's at least talk 5 minutes about fucking Chris Chan.
Ch-
all right,
talk
but
about
no, like
Christian.
towards the end, we should like show him, like Wikipedia him.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Like,
yeah,
towards
once
the
you
end.
once you start, like there is more fucking information documented about Chris Chan than fucking like historical figures
Alright,
at this
okay.
point.
Who's
So-
Chris Chan?
All right, so Chris Chan is a
A high functioning autistic man who's 33,
who
lives
has
with
a
his
presence
grandma.
on the internet.
Like an infamous presence, like
He
not a good one.
his parents.
Is he like the Hitler of the internet?
No,
No,
he's
he's
there is no.
the ultimate man-child of the internet.
Let's do some dancing like that.
Like
That dude is just
he
lovable.
has he's not only like autistic, but he's mentally ill. Like he's like a 5-year-old who trapped in a 33-year-old man's body. Not like jokingly, but like
Literally.
literally
his
like he
mental
has
state.
I don't think he has any like thing of consequence is what I'm trying to say.
He doesn't have a
Like
sense
he
of
got
consequence.
arrested. He got arrested like a couple months ago for like he walked in.
No, 2 months ago at a GameStop.
Yeah,
He got mad
he
because of the
walked
new
in-
Sonic Boom game.
Yeah,
he
he
got
walked
mad
in-
not because it was a bad game, because Sonic's arms weren't like his original peach color.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
blue, and so he started like going to several stores and putting up like
He
his
walked-
own box art that says "Don't buy this game. Sonic's arms aren't blue." So like he went to a GameStop like near Ruckersville where he lives, and he went in. He vandalized like
the store.
He
And then, like,
vandalized the
did-
store and like the kiosks for Sonic Boom. There's like a video of this like 30 seconds long
Yeah.
where he's dressed as a woman. Too,
He's
'cause
also got
like
My Little Pony glasses on.
yeah, he has the fucking My Little Pony like playset things. I saw that in the comments. I lost my shit. But he pepper sprayed a GameStop employee.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they pay a GameStop employee? Like, there's the police call, too.
Yeah, there's the police call. Like
The police, like, chat like they're looking for him. And
there's also the police scanners.
yeah, like, didn't he walk into another store and fuck up something?
He got. This was like a long. I think this was 2010. His first arrest.
Well, like, his parents, like, I don't know how fucked up his parents is.
They just. It's not
They,
that
like, refuse to get him help.
because they like treasure him. Also, their house
Our
is like.
son's a special snowflake.
He should have tried an EB Games.
Copy that. No, I knew. I was just. I didn't. I was contemplating whether to say it. But yeah, Chris Chan is like this
He's a
internet
very...
infamy. You should just look it up, and then once you start, you won't stop because there's so much fucking information about fucking Chris Chan.
Yeah, like, there's this one video of him, like, putting his own jizz in, like, a Coke can.
And drinking it, recycling his own semen.
I
is
think
that
I
what he
heard about
claims?
that, but I never wanted to watch the video because
There's
of that.
also like a video called "For Julie's Eyes Only," where it's just him in front of a camera trying to simulate oral sex.
Like
Like he's just like, oh yeah. I can't do the Chris Chan voice, but once you hear it,
Wait,
it will
was he
never
giving,
leave
like,
your
was he
fucking-
pretending to give oral sex to a woman or to a
Yeah,
man?
to like one of the internet trolls.
Oh,
God.
okay.
Does he have his own channel?
He used to,
Yeah,
but
and then he
they have a people have re-uploaded almost every video. He's also on Tube Kitty. Like he has. I think it's not Tube Kitty. It might be like Red Tube or something.
No, there's Red Tube or Tube Kitty. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course you do.
I mean, I don't. I swear I don't.
No, but it's what it is him humping a fucking waifu. Or no, it's just a pillow. It's just him fucking a pillow.
I almost got a waifu.
God damn it.
Oh, God.
And that's when we stop that discussion. Alright, Chris Chan, we all know and love him. Well, I love him. He's great. He's literally not my idol.
Oh, I like how we went from movies to fucking Chris Chan.
Let's
Yeah, Chris
move
Chan.
on, please.
Okay, are we still talking about the movies? Because I could go on about, like, other...
Movies that you saw recently?
Recently? Okay, the last movie before I saw Kingsman. Ah, shit.
Alright.
I wish I...
Taking him too long. Let's move on.
I wish I saw the SpongeBob movie. I don't know anything.
I heard it's pretty good. Like,
really?
Yeah, because it was written by some of the original writers of the first few seasons.
Yeah, I actually heard like it wasn't all like 3D and shit until.
Yeah, no, literally the trailer is all of the parts in 3D almost.
Yeah, but
That's what I
like
heard.
all of the parts in 3D, like they don't happen until like really like not even the last half of the movie. It's like literally like the last like maybe 20 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Why?
people who were afraid of what the last 20 minutes of a movie.
No, but why did they even go CGI? I mean, in the first movie, they
advertised the hell out of the 3D parts.
Yeah, but like a lot of people said, like for people who were worried about that, it's literally like the last half of the last act of the movie. So I mean, like I was worried that it was gonna be like the whole movie, but it wasn't. It's like the last part.
Yeah,
of the
but
movie.
even in the last movie, like in the first fucking movie, they didn't have CGI. They had just.
Because CGI back then was quite difficult.
Well, I still think they should have gone like the more expensive route and actually did it right. Kind of like how every fucking studio makes CGI everything instead of going back to the days where they
with
actually
the
make
fucking,
everything.
like nearly cell shaded characters. All the fucking CGI cartoon characters look the same now.
Yes.
Like it's crazy.
Only Pixar does CGI movies, right?
Yeah, Pixar does them right. And
Well,
they
lately
also do them in like a unique fucking style.
I
Because
don't
all
know, like
DreamWorks movies look the same.
Monsters University was pretty good.
Inside Out, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if I'm going to like that. 'cause
Why?
I didn't like the concept. Like
Because like I like the concept, like the little.
I like the concept. I just didn't like the dialogue for some of the characters. It was kind of cringy.
It's a kids movie, dude.
Well, yeah, I know.
Supposed
But
to, like,
Okay, no, hold
Pixar
on.
knows how to write good dialogue.
Let me just say, to whoever says it's a kids movie, whatever, fuck that. Every movie is a movie. Fuck that. Don't let it. Your fucking.
So if I were to show you a My Little Pony DVD movie, would you say that it was not for kids and little girls?
Like,
I would watch the shit out of it, and I would tell you exactly: is the plot good? Is the plot bad? I would tell you everything I thought about it.
Well,
But you have to also take in mind that the plot was written for like.
Should I tell them about Hypnolove or no?
No, we're not going there.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the next topic, please.
Well, I wanted to talk about the Inside Out trailer because I just wanted to talk about trailers. Like,
We'll do that some other time.
okay.
I mean, we could. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Oh, well,
Like-
I kind of feel like we should.
Yeah, alright, let's go on to the news. I'll cut this up or whatever. So, the first piece of news is probably going to lead into the topic, which is Scarlett Johansson is cast as Major Kusanagi for the Ghost in the Shell Hollywood adaptation movie.
There is a petition up that. There's a petition up that. For like Asian actors, because there's a lot of like Asian actors in Hollywood that only get like small time roles or like support roles. And
Fuck me! Why you say fuck me?
God.
That might have been a little racist. I'm sorry, Asian viewers. You are my friends.
If you get any viewers.
Oh, I forgive you! I meant to
So
say forgive you and I fucked up.
But no.
Are you fucking sorry?
so there's a petition up for Asian. So there's a
Thank you,
petition up
Fortune.
for Asian act. Like it's a petition for Hollywood to recognize Asian actors and put them in leading roles. And this is what like the dude mentions how Bruce Lee fought for like, cause in kung fu movies back in the 70s and 60s, even in the 50s. In kung fu movies or in action like movies like that, the white dude would always know kung fu,
and the Asian, the Asian guy would be the sidekick, or the badass sidekick who knew kung fu. And Bruce Lee came along and he changed all that, but once he died, that all kind of went back. So the dude's saying that we should have, we should remember Bruce Lee and what he did, and we should have Asian actors playing Asian characters. You can't have a white person have a I don't know how they're going to fix it.
Just like Jackie Chan in Rush Hour 1, 2, 3, and The Tuxedo.
I can imagine maybe 2 or 3 ways that they can work around this. One, Scarlett Johansson's character is going to be adopted by a Japanese family, going to be given that Japanese name.
But that's in okay. I hate to tie this back into Marvel, which I fucking do every time. But that's what they did with the Black Human Torch. They're saying, Invisible Girl, whatever, is being adopted by the Human Torches, and that's how they're related. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But
yeah, because that's such a fucking easy thing to do. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing you can do when you look at the source material and then okay, so let's say it's a comic book or a book and there's 2 twins, but for whatever reason you have to make one of the twins a different fucking race. They're like, well, we could just make them adopted, and they're like, fuck it, let's do it. It's like writing workaround 101.
They could do that, or they could just stop.
Well, there's a petition, and they haven't started shooting yet, so maybe
they could just stop fucking whitewashing
everything.
Films. Whitewashing everything.
First example, The Last Airbender. Thank you. Fuck off.
I think
just take your goddamn Indian and Middle Eastern influences and shove it up your ass.
Well, no, I just
that was sarcasm.
Why even if they got white actors, you gotta admit that those 2 actors for the film, they sucked.
Yeah.
Just the entire film itself sucked.
Then, did you notice that for some reason all the firebenders were brown and black people?
Yeah.
I was okay, so you get brown people for the fire. You get brown people for the firebenders, but you can't get some tanned actress, Eskimo tanned actress. I mean, they're out there. Even if it's a white person that had a tan, you could have done that.
For every role, there's that perfect actor that can play. And people are just I'd rather have the guy who's going to actually get some, what is it? Fucking views because he's white. That's, I'm not complaining about this, but that's what they did in The Lone Ranger, where they're well, we could go with a Native American, but Johnny Depp's a big named actor.
That movie blew. Really bad.
Yeah, but sorry.
DJ, alright, let's not go into an argument about the Lone Ranger.
I'm not gonna
video coming on.
I just heard it blew. I just heard it wasn't good.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna cough. Go see the Lone Ranger. Make your own opinion, because I did. Oh my god, it's one of my favorite movies.
My mom.
I swear.
My mom's a fan of the old TV show. She wanted to go see it.
I started watching the old TV show because of that movie.
I'm I don't know if you want to go see that, because I just heard it was really bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't.
I mean, I saw it and I kind of saw
Disney live action movies have not been doing. Well, I don't think Disney live action movies. Well, I mean, Disney live action movies were good back in the 60s, 70s, and
they compared
80s.
it to John Carter. Have you seen anyone see John Carter?
I heard that was really bad.
Oh, that one was bad.
That was bad.
And that's
I think the last good live action Disney film was Song of the South.
Wow.
Zippity doo dah, zippity ding. Blacks are inferior in every way.
Please, please cut that.
That's getting cut out. Not the Song of the South joke.
You went there.
Oh god.
Alright, on to the next topic, please.
Wait, real quick. Did you guys see Saving Mr. Banks?
Yes, I did.
I did.
That was a good. I forgot about that. Was that made by Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was made by Disney.
It was based on Walt Disney.
I just thought that the quality of the film, it didn't really seem like Disney.
Did you guys see Escape from what was it called? Escape from Tomorrow? Or yeah, Escape from Tomorrow. Do you know what it is?
like
You mean
the one with Tom
Tomorrowland?
Cruise?
You're thinking of Edge of Tomorrow.
No.
No, I'm talking about Eric. He's talking about Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, he's thinking of it. 1 second.
Is it Escape from Alcatraz?
No,
No,
it's
Escape from New York.
Escape
no,
from my ass.
What it is it's a horror film. Yeah, Escape from Tomorrow. It's a horror film that was
Made by Disney?
No. It was
thank
was
God.
filmed in Disneyland without their permission.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, out
Like
permission?
they didn't get fucking caught. And this movie is nearly 2 hours long.
So, like, did they go in there, like...
It's shot in all black and white.
Did they go in there like when the park was closed, or like did they just?
No. They were doing it while people were in there.
Dude, that is some ballsy shit.
Yeah, no,
And they released it. Like, did Disney sue them or like?
Oh, I don't think they
No,
don't
what
care.
happened was, I forget what it's called, but like Disney didn't give him any publicity, so that's why the film didn't do well.
Oh, so is that why they wanted to do it in Disneyland?
Yeah, well, it was an indie film too. It's
Oh.
kind of a psychological thing too.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty good.
Well,
I know that there's this good Japanese movie that my brother got like back when he was. It was like with this film, and I watched this when I was 8, and like when you watch movies and you're 8, and then you think back to them and you remember like certain parts of the movie that make sense, but then like your brain can't remember like like an important part in the film happened and explain shit, but like
you just can't remember.
yeah, you just can't remember, and you're trying to understand it. Like
That-
it was this it had to do with like an old Japanese. Well, it's not. It's like a Japanese like. It's their version of like crocodiles like living in like
The sewers.
and like a bunch of other urban myths. Like it has to because in Tokyo, and like they built bomb shelters like tunnels, just fuck tons of tunnels. Like think about the Paris tunnels. They built tons of that. They built reservoirs of water because during World War II they were getting firebombed, and there's these old tunnels and there's myths of like people going in there. And then, like, there's, like, they turn into mutants or whatever the fuck they call it over there. There's, like, myths of these things, and, like, if you see one, you're gonna, like, die in, like, a couple weeks or whatever. And this one dude, he's doing a documentary on it, and he goes in there, and he finds this little girl it's like a teenage girl, like, whatever.
Like The Ring.
Not like The Ring, but he brings her back to the outside, and he keeps her in his apartment, and
He doesn't rape her, right?
they, if I remember correctly, they start making out
Why?
because it's like a naked chick.
Finds naked girl in the wilderness. Win.
Well, he found him in like the sewers of a subterranean network.
Even weirder.
Well,
You're covering her shit. Let's make out.
No, he washes her. Like I remember the part where like he puts her in the bathtub and like he turns on the water and she's like all freaking out and shit, and he's like, calm the fuck down. And, like he gets naked and he bathes with her. Dude,
Calm down. Let me get naked first.
Wait, so
and
what like
and she starts like starving, and because he finds out like he looks up like the whatever creatures and it says that they feed on like they're like vampires or some shit like that. So like he cuts his hand and she like starts like drinking his blood and that sustains her somehow. And then like she starts like he leaves a camera in his like apartment or his house, and like she starts like mimicking his activities. It's like really weird. And then like she picks up like
So she's basically learning.
yeah, she's like picking up
Chappie.
human speech. And then just like some like like some other weird shit happens, and then like he notices like he's walking home from the store, and like whenever these creatures pop up, they like make this like weird moaning howling sound, and like he's walking like underneath this highway, and then like all of a sudden like he gets surrounded by them, and like but like the way it's shot is like you only like they're blurred out in the background behind him, or like they're standing in the shadows. Or like they're crouched down, like they're animal-like, kind of like the savages from the forest. And he's like, oh shit. And then the girl comes and saves him.
What is the name of this movie?
I don't know. It's something I watched when I was 8. Like I don't remember, but I mean it was interesting.
If you get a comment like telling you, dude, that's fucking Shika Chicano or something like that, and you can be like, hold on a second.
I'd have to remember when we were a kid and we were on the phone.
Both of you were just one kid?
Yes. No,
For Siamese
I'm
twins,
sorry.
we got
This
separated.
reminded me of something.
Oh yeah, that reminded me of something too.
When we were kids, you were watching Eraserhead, and you narrated the entire film to me over the phone.
Dude, yeah, you were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, that gave me nightmares.
Has he
for
seen
3 days.
Eraserhead?
Have you never seen it?
I've seen Eraserhead, man.
Have
Believe
you
me.
seen
Dude,
any other David Lynch?
I can't
films?
watch that film. I can't watch it.
Well, no,
It's just too. It's just. It's
he did The Fly, the new Fly with Jeff.
The only
Jeff
film I
Goldblum.
like of David Cage is Dune. I think he did the adaptation too well.
Too well, yeah. Well,
Screw you! I like that movie. I love the Dune series.
I liked the first Dune.
I like the book, but when Frank Herbert died and his son took over, and I read the book that his son did with somebody else, that's where I completely lost interest and stopped reading.
Okay. There's this. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm advertising. I need to find out where this has been in my brain since probably 2005 when Ben 10 came out. There is this live-action show on Cartoon Network that I swear I keep asking this on Yahoo Questions on any social media network. I look for it, zero answers.
What was it?
It came out around Ben 10, and all I remember is it was on Saturday mornings.
What was it about?
That's what I'm trying to get to. I don't remember. I only know a few scenes. There's a scene where this kid gets a diamond from a relative of himself, and then he puts it in a drawer or some shit, and then he has to go.
Wait, was it with animated characters?
No, it's a live action, but it was kind of computer generated at some parts. Like he went
Level Up.
No, it wasn't fucking Level Up.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Level Up.
It came around Ben 10. Like,
dude,
someone ransacked his house when he was out and grabbed the diamond, and he didn't know. And some girl came out of nowhere and was like, "Hey, we need to get the diamonds back." And I don't know how or what, but somehow they went to a computer world, a virtual world, and they started like attacking some creatures for these diamonds, and they had put them all.
I think didn't they do like a Code Lyoko live action thing? Well, no, that wasn't around Ben 10. That was like around 2010.
Yeah, that was not.
All right.
Yeah,
so
just if anyone knows about this has been plaguing me for 10 years. Please help me. Okay, sorry. Next topic. Whatever.
Well, can I finish my story?
Yes. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
So the ending. It's one of those movies where the ending is left ambiguous.
Like you just decide for yourself.
Yeah, so like the girl saves him from like the mutants or whatever. And then she says in broken Japanese, like, I have to go home. And he pretty much decides to go with her. So, like, he goes back to the entrance of, like, the subterranean sewers or whatever. And then he, he's pretty much just holding hands with her. And, like, it's this one light flickering, and then, like, the rest of it's just darkness, and he just goes down the hallway, and then you just hear, like, moans and stuff, and then that's where it ends.
So you just you decide what happens for yourself.
Yeah.
Like The Sopranos or...
I just thought it was like a really cool, interesting movie that I wish I could remember the name of. I asked my brother like a couple of years ago, and he says he can't remember. So, I mean, if this podcast gets any views, if anybody's listening and you know...
That reminds me of The Mist. You guys seen The Mist, obviously.
Yes.
Oh god,
but
that movie.
No. In the book, the ending was left up to you. They just kind of drive off, and that's the ending. But the director.
Wait, is it The Mist or The Happening?
The Mist.
Okay.
And in The Mist, the movie, they decided, he kills everyone in the car. That's and
yeah.
All of a
Doesn't
sudden,
the army come in at the end and blow up the fucking monsters too?
Yes, and
I kind of liked that ending because he has to deal with like what he did.
Oh my god, I love that ending, but
I'm just
that ending. Like I remember watching with my parents, and my parents were like yelling at the TV while I was like, "Ha ha ha ha, dumbass!"
Well, I mean, like, I don't understand. Like, okay, so if the government's making this portal technology, okay, so I don't understand. Like, okay, so like Black Mesa. You haven't played Half-Life, but you know about.
I've played Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 1.
Half-Life 1's a different can of worms.
Half-Life 1, you still play as the same guy, Gordon Freeman.
Yeah.
You're doing an experiment, and it's kind of similar to the Mist. And you're dealing with, it's like quantum mechanics, but you're dealing with, like, portals, like how to make them. And then Gordon accidentally... Well, it's later revealed that it wasn't an accident. It was on purpose, and you're like the scapegoat because you're the one blamed for making it happen. And that's pretty much Half-Life 1. You're trying to, like, get out of Black Mesa to, like, tell the world that, hey, we're bringing about the apocalypse. But in Half-Life 1, it's pretty much like you find out later in the game that the whole facility is being nuked. So what I wanted to know in the Mist, I'm like, okay, so all these monsters and all this mist is pouring through the portal. Why don't you just nuke it?
Like, you don't know if that's gonna, like, that whole... you're working with quantum...
Yeah, I know. You're
particles and like atoms, and if you nuke that place, you don't know if it's the whole world's gonna explode and bring their world here. They're gonna
still nuke it.
It's like Transformers,
also,
Dark Side of the Moon.
Also, I really hated that religious chick in the fucking movie.
Oh,
I'm like,
fuck that
no,
girl.
but no religious person would do that unless you were in the deep.
Very satisfying when she got killed, though.
Yeah, it was, but like
she still had my favorite quote of the entire movie.
I don't even remember anything from that movie.
It was like, if I needed friends like you, I'd squat and shit one out. That was my favorite part.
I don't think any real person religious like that would act like that, and like nobody would follow that person unless either A, you were in the deep south, retarded.
That's in like my top 3 favorite Stephen King movies.
Stephen King.
He's more of a nostalgic like thing for me because I still love Stephen King's It, even though it looks.
You got Prince Albert in a can?
Just move on.
Hey, Georgie!
Alright, let's not...
Okay. One more thing before it's about this new movie called... I think you've seen the trailer. It's called Unfriended.
No. Let's... Alright.
Let's not
talk about that, because that's actually a topic I came up with, is unconventional horror concepts.
Okay, fine.
What about Chappie?
I really want to talk about that movie with you guys, but I'll save it for later. I'll say
the fact that Diane Antwoord's in that fucking movie.
All right, so I saw the
I saw them at Riot Fest.
Okay.
Chappie. I'm a motherfucking rich bitch.
No, well, Chappie seems like a very interesting movie because I like Neil Blomkamp. I like the way he directs sci-fi. He goes with it in interesting ways. Elysium,
Jesus Christ. Fuck Elysium.
Honestly.
I like the concept a lot.
Oh, yes.
He does things with, like, District 9. He took, like, the aliens enslaving Earth and then he switched that around to where we were enslaving the aliens. I like that. I felt that he was playing it safe with Elysium. Like, he wanted to, like, kind of, like, ride on the coattails of District 9 in terms of certain aspects.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
But I feel with Chappie that he's come down from his District 9 high, as it were, and he's like, okay, let's try something different. I kind of feel it's like a modern Short Circuit.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say. That I've seen.
But I mean, I loved Short Circuit as a kid, so I think I'm going to enjoy the movie. And also, a funny story about that: when I first saw the trailer for that, I was like, "Oh, cool! Like a modern Short Circuit." And there was, like, I don't know if you're going to upload this in YouTube form, but find a picture of a really fat guy wearing a fedora, big shirt, like man tits. This dude was sitting there. He was like coughing. He was like, like whole movie. We were watching The Hobbit, but dude, like I said, like, oh cool, modern Short Circuit. And my brother's like, yeah, Short Circuit. And the dude's like, Short Circuit. He had a fedora too, and I'm like,
Jesus
oh
Christ.
my. Mom was like, and dude, just hearing him walk, he was like, like just like struggling. I'm like,
Takes
oh
a
my
sip.
god, if I ever get that fat, someone fucking kill me.
God damn.
I mean, you know, not like if you're like really fat. I mean, I'm a big guy, but
Not like that.
yeah, not like that. I mean, I'm dealing with portion control. Like, you know, like I'm fucking trying, but I mean, like I don't know if that dude's got some gland problems or like is he
I have a glandular disease.
like I don't know. Like, did he stop trying?
Alright, let's go on to the next topic, which is, DJ's gonna love this one. New Invader Zim comic coming in July. I was being sarcastic.
I really hope that this would get on Adult Swim because Jose's humor.
Jose Vest, yeah. Jonah Vest.
Hey!
Sorry.
Dude, that's gonna hit the views back. Don't do that.
Alright,
bad.
so Jose Vasquez's humor. Like, it was really dark for its time. Well, I mean, it is dark. I mean, if you've
It's dark
seen,
in general.
Yeah, like, what am I saying?
Johnny the Homicidal.
Yeah, Johnny. Like, I really hope that, like, maybe with the comic they'll revitalize him and maybe he can. I'd love to like just see like a short like how long like is Tim like like those 15-minute episodes like Aqua Teen type stuff.
Yeah, just
like I'd really love to like see that like maybe even get like an animated Johnny the Homicidal Maniac at like 2:30.
Oh yeah, no, I'd love that. All right, here's the
like
major
I'd watch
misconception with like Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
I don't know,
Invader
dude.
Zim.
I think that
you see that shit at like fucking like Hot Topic and shit. Jonan Vasquez is making fun of the Goths. You fucking idiots. If you didn't get that, read the comics. He's making fun of you.
I remember like Johnny was in a store and it was like a Playboy magazine. It was a Playboy magazine and it said like Sad Boy magazine because in terms of masturbation wise, like who fucking masturbates to Playboy anymore?
It's more or less like kind of like a big journalism thing now.
Yeah.
It's just more or less kind of it has its own artistic integrity, I guess.
I really hope that he gets a show like Invader Zim or Johnny the Homicidal Maniac or something new.
I know
We'll get on Adult Swim or what other channels do you think would take him? Comedy Central?
Comedy Central, but that's the thing. He's been key animator in several projects for a couple of years now. He's been on the Disney Channel.
What?
For what?
Yeah, he's been a key animator in some fucking show about ninjas.
Oh god, wait, that's Cartoon Network. I was gonna talk about the Chicken Ninja show that was... Oh my god, I hate...
Chicken Ninja show?
There's a Chicken Ninja show where they were just chickens who knew Kung Fu.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I'd really like to see him like stretch his like muscles and stuff, and just like you're on Adult Swim. I mean, Adult Swim aired Hellsing Ultimate with.
They also had The Room at like this big on.
Well, The Room doesn't have any gore. Like Hellsing Ultimate, it gets up there in terms of gore. Like,
yeah, it gets
you're
fucking...
like, holy fuck, that's bad.
Did you see the ending of The Room? There was gore.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't because I just oh god.
I like good things.
Yeah, but my point was Adult Swim doesn't give a shit. They played the full movie of The Room in just like.
I remember watching the April Fool's thing and like
that was great.
I remember like The Room, but then like Tom came on and I was like, the king has returned
To the rightful throne.
and then he says like, hey Adult Swim, I came back with the test results. Turns out the C was negative or something like that. And then,
So, why do you not like Invader Zim?
Okay, maybe it's just because as a kid it was really creepy to me. Like
that's the point.
I know,
That's the point.
but at the same time, I also didn't like The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy for that reason because it was just creepy. Like, there's that one episode of Billy and Mandy that just kills me today. I still can't watch it without getting creeped out, and I just don't like it. It's brains, it's okay. Come and get me some brains today. It's the one with the giant alien. Yeah, whatever.
I felt that the humor in some episodes were pretty good, like a lot of adult jokes.
Yeah, but in Invader Zim, I felt really bad for... Who's the main... antagonist to Invader Zim, but protagonist to everyone else. The guy with the
Jeb, yeah.
Whatever. I always felt really bad for that kid.
They did like an Animatrix type thing where Jeb like became like the hero and like it was a future type thing. And
it was like an alternate universe when
like where he succeeded and like like he kicked like Zim's.
Oh yeah.
Like that was like pretty cool.
It was when
in terms of like action and stuff. He's like pretty cool, but I mean. John, like that dude can do some pretty creepy shit, which is why I want him on Adult Swim because he doesn't have to deal with like that. TVY7 or whatever. What was it rated back then? Because I know
it was rated TVY7. The
'Cause
reason
I-
it got canceled is because of the fucking bloody Gur thing.
Well, no, not the
Bloody
bloody. God,
Kirk.
also remember that episode where like Zim was like packing organs into himself,
Oh, yeah. That was
That
the
one.
Hollywood special. Or the
And-
Hollywood.
and then like
special.
some dude, like some ill-minded fellow, saw that and go like, "I'm gonna do that," and then like he killed some, but like he killed like people and like he taped their organs to his body. And they said, like, I saw that in Invader Zim.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank Invader Zim for causing that pain to your family, for whoever the victim was of that massacre.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
I would not like to... I'm sarcastic at this point. I'm blaming Invader Zim for this massacre, not the man's mind. So, yes, go ahead, sue Invader Zim, the ones who just made it, not the man who fucking did it.
well, that's the thing that's happened. Like, a bunch of Christian groups, like, this was also the time, like, they also tried to get the Fairly Odd Parents canceled because they were like, Fairly Odd Parents, they're Satan, and they tell you to worship fairies instead of Jesus.
But that show needs to be like...
Yeah, I think
out.
by now it needs to be canceled.
Go away.
SpongeBob needs to be canceled.
Thank God. Fuck.
Simpsons needs to be canceled.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Family Guy even. Yeah.
Family Guy.
I think that's what
American
I
Dad.
think that's what Seth MacFarlane tried doing with like fucking killing off Brian.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if enough people like get angry, I can walk out of this because like Family Guy is his baby, and like after Fox canceled it and like everyone was like buying DVDs and they're like, oh shit, like we should bring it back, and they got Seth MacFarlane back, and they're like, hey, we want you to come back and do this, and he's like, all right, and then he does it for a couple seasons, and he said like, yeah, I think Family Guy should have ended back in like season 9. And I think that's what he was trying to do. Like, he was trying to piss off the whole fandom. But, like, he didn't expect, like, the result of, like, people, like, wanting to know what happens next episode. And, like, he's like, fuck it. Just bring him back with time. Just time travel. Fuck it. I can't do it.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane.
Like, I seriously think he tried, but just seeing the outpour, he was like, I'm trapped in this forever.
One of my biggest... One regret I have is I never saw Ted. I'm sorry.
It was an okay movie. I found it funny.
Yeah,
I don't
there was a
know-
lot of jokes.
I
that
don't
were
know
really
about
fucking
Ted
funny.
2. Oh, I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna probably...
That, oh my god, when I saw that, I'm like, wait, the concept of the movie is literally a fucking courthouse thing. Like, fuck you. That fucking plot, god damn it.
I'll see it.
It's kind of like a direct to fucking DVD kind of thing. It looks like.
Direct to video. Bud the Chud. Chud 2. Or, Honey, I Think I Shrunk Us. Which I might actually... That's on my list of things to review, so...
Honey, I Shrunk the Dick.
Honey, I Shrunk My Dick. Why are you leaving? No!
Why are you
Should review the Christmas Story too.
Oh,
Next piece of news. Because we're not even at the fucking topic yet. It's
Okay.
almost 1. Don't
Yeah.
you need to go home?
Yeah, I need to go home by 1, so we need to.
Let's go then. Next topic.
We could just record the news and then, like, another time finish the topic.
Well, let's see how fast we can
Yeah.
breeze through these.
Alright, Steven Spielberg wants to direct Chris Pratt in the Indiana Jones
All right,
reboot.
Chris Pratt, I love you. No homo. I think he'd make a perfect Indiana Jones. Steven Spielberg, however, I think is like George Lucas. He needs to stay away from his own films.
Yeah.
Like, just George Lucas, like.
Lamos.
He just needs to stay away. I don't know who would be capable of directing the next Indiana Jones. Maybe a new director.
I don't even think they
Maybe some new blood. Well, I think we need a new Indiana Jones, like a new take on it. Like that's actually one of the series that I kind of I want to see a reboot, but like that's the thing. Like 50-50. It'll either be a successful reboot. Like I mean, The Amazing Spider-Man was a successful reboot.
And then the second one was just like...
Shit. So that.
Oh!
Yeah, so that's
though I
one of
liked
the
it.
film series that I think could succeed from breathing new life in it. When I saw the Crystal Skull, I actually, part of me wanted to see Shia LaBeouf be the new Indiana Jones. At the time.
That was during the Transformer era.
Yeah. Then I was like, okay, he might have acting skills. Then at Transformers, whatever the last Transformers movie came out.
2, 3, and then the fourth one, which blew balls.
The third one came out. Well, I think by the second one I got really bored. By the third one I was like, dude, it's Shia LaBeouf and whoever. Like, I think by the third one nobody was trying in that movie anymore.
No. Megan Fox, just why couldn't you just get Megan Fox back? I mean, that was the only reason I was even turning in.
Megan Fox didn't even go for like an interview. Like, supposedly, like, she just walked into Michael, like, she visited Michael Bay's house, and the next day he said, like, hey, I'm getting, Megan Fox is going to be in the movie, and everyone's like, so apparently Megan Fox did something magical to Michael Bay to make him explode.
I don't know. She went to the Ninja Turtles movie, but why were they even mad at each other in the first place? I heard that
Megan Fox and Michael Bay, or Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox.
Michael Bay and Megan Fox, because
I don't fucking know.
Honestly, but
Rich probably wanted more money, and he's like, "Lady, I know I can't direct, but I can definitely tell that you can't act."
well, still, that was just bad to the story. I mean, even in the fourth one, I'm sorry if I go off topic, but in the fourth one, they were just, oh yeah, we're just gonna completely ignore the fact that Shia LaBeouf was in the fucking movie. So we're just going to ignore where he went. We're not even going to explain that he died or anything like that. So, sorry, Bumblebee. But let's go back to what we were talking about, Indiana Jones. I don't even want to see an Indiana Jones reboot. I'm okay with what we have. I mean, I like the Crystal Skull. I did like the Crystal Skull, because I went in there.
I still think that the Crystal Skull has slightly better, more qualities than the Temple of Doom.
Honestly, yes. And, like... Okay, just when I watched the Last Crusade, not the Last Crusade, Ark of the Covenant, I loved it. I loved that movie.
Ark of the Covenant and then the
Last Crusade.
Yeah, Last Crusade were pretty good ones. Temple of Doom is alright. I don't know, like I just get bored with it.
I still haven't seen it all the way through.
Temple of Doom?
Temple of Doom. I've seen
There's
like
some really good parts. I love the fucking kid from
Kalema. Yeah,
I love it. Oh, I didn't touch anything, Mr. Indy.
I swear. No, but like I'm
hold on to your potatoes.
I'm talking the Last Crusade. No, fuck. Ark of the Covenant. I watched that movie and then I researched a little bit of it.
Wasps.
And then years later I realized
snakes.
Indiana Jones didn't even have to be in that movie. The same outcome would have happened. They would have found the fucking Ark of the Covenant, they would have opened it up, their faces would have been melted.
What I want to know if they modernize it, like if they're going to modernize it, which I really don't think they should. We haven't had like a really good, like...
Anything.
I'm trying to word this correctly, because if anybody listens to this, a good, fun Nazi romp.
So
World War II romp, like in that era, because like...
Kind of like,
because, you know, Indiana Jones is fucking up Nazis and shit.
Inglourious Bastards.
Well, Inglourious Bastards was like a war film. Like, Indiana Jones was special because it took place before World War II, before, like, anybody, you know...
Did any of that shit,
yeah.
But... Like, okay, here's the thing. I don't want to see an Indiana Jones movie because I don't want all of Hollywood putting effort into rebooting and remaking all these new...
It's already where all their effort is.
I know. I don't even want to talk about that new Poltergeist movie that's coming.
That's the next topic.
Oh, thank God! I will... never mind. Hold on. Let me speed the shit. I just want to see something new. I want to see a new franchise that comes out. I want to see a new franchise, not just a regular movie. I want to see like something that's new and inspiring.
Well, it's not going to be a reboot. It's going to be like Neil... The dude who's making Chappie is also going to be making the next Alien movie in the franchise. It's not going to be a reboot.
It's still a next movie, and they're still focusing on the same franchises.
But we haven't had an Alien, like a proper Alien sequel since the 1980s.
Yeah, but still, nothing's changed. We still have Transformers.
And it's going to be with Sigourney Weaver, and that means it's going... He said that the film where she's a clone, that it's going to overwrite that.
Okay, thank God.
He has admitted that he doesn't... Well, I mean, that's what he'd like to do. They're still trying to work on the script, and he says that he really would like to do the film with Sigourney Weaver.
Thank God, but what I'm still trying to say...
Have you seen the art for it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it looks... Oh my God. I think Neil Blomkamp Wait, who made the movies? It was Ridley Scott, then it was James Cameron,
Yeah.
then it was...
Joss Whedon came out with I know it was Alien Resurrection, and Ridley Scott did Joss Whedon and Ridley Scott did Alien Resurrection together.
Ridley Scott... I don't know how to
Aliens,
feel about the Prometheus movies.
I liked it.
I'm like, me and my brother, he was like, it's not going to be like an alien. It's not going to have any relation to aliens. And I'm like, all right, tell me that after the credits. And he was like, it's not related to aliens. And then the fucking, like, end credits, like, the scene, like, after the credits roll, fucking thing popping out of his chest. And I was like, fucking called it.
Fun fact, I did not look at any advertisements for the movie Prometheus. And when it came out, I was like, cool, a space movie. I watched it. And I was very angry, because I had no idea it was an Alien prequel. I thought it was just a regular movie that came out called Prometheus, and I was like, that's a cool movie. I watched it, and I was very angry, because I was like, they're ripping off so much stuff from Aliens!
And then you find out it's an alien prequel, and you're like, oh!
I never found that out until, like, in the end credits, I was like, wait a second, is this an Alien prequel? Fuck my life!
Yeah, and also Ridley Scott is also... Have you seen Blade Runner?
No,
Oh, dude, fuck you.
I
You've
know.
never seen Blade Runner?
I know. It's
That's
Oh
like-
yeah, alright, just a quick link back to the first topic about Ghost in the Shell. Like, Blade Runner and Ghost in the Shell are kind of like, at this point, interchangeable, in a way, because it's essentially...
Well, Blade
Ghost
Runner
in-
is getting a sequel. Which Ridley Scott, at the time he made Blade Runner, he wanted to make a sequel. But he just never got around to it.
Ghost... Alright.
And Harrison Ford has said that he's interested.
okay. Let me. The thing. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, you keep interrupting.
Yeah, Eric.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, the thing
I
is,
just wanted to
like...
get that off my chest.
The thing is, with a Ghost in the Shell movie, since Ghost in the Shell is kind of really inspired by Blade Runner, it's kind of like, oh, this is kind of like a Blade Runner-esque film because it's going to be in live action, so it's basically fucking Blade Runner.
But
Yeah.
with like a female Decker.
With a female lead and more police-orientated, like FBI and Secret Service stuff.
Oh my god, just like
And terrorism.
I know
Mostly terrorism, 'cause that's all Ghost in the Shell,
Isn't-
cyber terrorism.
Yeah,
cyber terrorism.
But
I know that's all he like I'm interested in doing this. You know who is also interested in doing a Thing remake? Kurt Russell and Keith David. Both were like, yeah, let's do a sequel to that in 2003. And guess what? Never happened. 2013 comes around. Shit. Utter fucking shit came out. So this is what I gotta say. Fuck the old...
2013 wasn't a bad movie year. Well, wait, 2013? Well, no,
2013, the
Okay,
Thing.
I'm thinking about 2014.
2013, the thing was...
Yeah, no, 2014 was a good year for
But-
space.
Yeah,
for
but
space.
all I'm saying is fuck the old franchises. Why do we keep having these Star Wars? I understand it's gonna be good, but can we just come up with something original? That's all I really want.
Well,
Something original.
Original is a very broad and ambiguous term because it's really... There's nothing really original at this point.
Yeah, I mean...
Nothing that we can think of. I can think of some, like do a fucking,
Well, Interstellar might become a new franchise.
that might.
Because Matthew McConaughey had said, like, yeah, I'd like to do a sequel to that. Even though I found the whole love is quantifiable bullshit, and I'm like, so love is numbers? I thought love was a human emotion.
No,
Which
it's a
can
word.
relate back to like numbers with
So-
chemicals.
All that matters is the connection to it. That's a Matrix reference.
I know,
Anyway,
and
should we
they're
get
all
on to the
throwing
next
this at you.
next
Yeah.
topic? Yeah,
Well, no, all right.
real quick.
For a second, it's 12:51. Do you want to? Is your mom up?
I don't, like, it needs to be, as long as it's not past, like, 2 o'clock.
Okay, so we'll start.
My phone, I don't know where you put my coat, but I just remembered I have her phone.
You want me to
in my-
look
We'll
at-
pack up. We'll pack up around 1:10, 1:20.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, let's try to breeze through these.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. I want to keep like an extensive like with the whole topic. I want to spend a majority of the time talking about the topic as well.
Yeah.
All right, so we've talked about the new Poltergeist film. I'm cutting this out. This is the last thing, and we need to get this done quickly. But the Attack on Titan Japanese cast.
Armine isn't blonde. Hanji is holding a sniper rifle, or not a sniper
RPG.
rifle. RPG, like she wants to use it like a dildo. Actually, that sounds kind of hot.
Jesus fucking
You
And,
are
like-
Bean, and you are Sonny.
And what is it? Like the background. Well, I mean,
It doesn't.
well, I mean, they have concrete, so I don't know if they have rhubarb, but I mean,
What the fuck is
rhubarb?
like,
Like the fucking
like the-
things you grow in your backyard?
no, like what do you call like the thing? Like what do you call like the metal in concrete?
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb? Okay.
No, fuck. I don't even know now that you're some fucking rhubarb. It's
Well, I don't know why we're fucking focusing on that shit.
yeah,
Well,
whatever.
it's just like in the background. Like I looked at I've studied those images, and there's little things.
Well, what in the images I've looked at, it looks like mostly desert, and what I see in the background.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what
yeah,
that is.
no, it might just be. The thing is, it might just be like
It just might be placeholder
advertisements,
art
yeah,
too.
Placeholder art.
Because I mean, they've only started. Well, I mean, they're shooting on an island.
Oh, thank God!
There.
But I mean, yeah, they are. They're
Big
shooting on a
fuck.
Japanese island.
Big
but,
fucking trees.
yeah, that's the thing. But I've seen pictures of the island. It's either big trees or fucking desert, or barren. So I mean, you've got to work with what you got.
I don't. The only cast I haven't seen the Mikasa casting. Has there been one?
I think there has.
There has, I think.
Yeah, she's Asian.
I'd like
Aaron's Asian.
Aaron's the only one that I know of extensively that I'm like, yes, I can see this guy doing
Armin
it.
isn't blonde.
That's
Like
Then again, I don't really care about that.
I don't need the blondness. I really
Yeah.
don't.
I don't. The only thing that kind of just when I went, what the fuck? Is Hanji having an RPG?
But is Levi short?
They haven't cast him yet. Well, no, they casted him, but there weren't any pictures.
Because Wolverine, back to Marvel again, sorry. Wolverine in the comics is 5'11". They cast Hugh Jackman, who's 6'7", or whatever. I like Hugh Jackman. I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but still, I don't want them because I'm short, and I don't want them cutting out the short people in the whole fuck the short people.
I honestly don't know. I mean, Asians are short in general, so I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to pick someone really short. The only thing that threw me off was the RPG, and I'm like, okay, so if they have RPGs, and in the show and in the manga, they explained that killing Titans with ordinary HE cannon rounds is a pain in the ass because their cannons are really fucking inaccurate unless the Titan is literally how far you are away from me, DJ.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh
literally.
god, I'm dead.
So I mean, imagine I'm you're aiming a cannon at me, and I'm a Titan, and I'm that far away from you. Literally,
I'm not gonna be staying for that shit. I'm out. Fuck you.
well, fine then. You can spend time with your family as Titans devour all your comrades, and then they're gonna come for you and your family.
I'll run, man.
Where are you going to run to?
Alright. Jesus Christ. Alright. Cut here, obviously. I don't know if I want to, rush the topic. Unless you guys...
How about 1:30?
Okay.
Yeah, let's not. I don't want to rush this because
Okay,
I like
let's
what we're
start-
doing. This sounds
yeah,
nice.
I like this.
Well, maybe if I can call my mom and say it's okay if I just stay out a bit longer.
If you want. Man.
If you want, you can try.
Can you get my coat?
Yeah. Which one is it in?
The army one. I'm just wondering if we could stay out a bit longer.
Yeah. Okay. Because I wanted to go back to that poltergeist topic if we can, if there's time.
Well, that's the thing. We're... At this point, we're at an hour and...
I know it's gonna be.
Without obvious cuts, it's down to an hour and 10 minutes. So,
Thank you.
my suggestion is that we just
Do you want
leave
to
that.
pause the podcast on both?
I guess we could
Or
talk
you
about
just,
that in
cut
another
this out?
podcast with
I'm
the
just gonna
trailer.
cut this out in the pre-production because I don't want to stop and then unsync it.
Yeah, and then if we do another podcast, we could talk about trailers because I really want to talk about Unfriended, Poltergeist, the Fantastic Four trailer, and Ant-Man trailer.
Black
Yeah, we can
Gemstone.
talk about trailer. We can make two topics because I want to talk about unconventional horror
Genres.
genres. Unfriended is a very...
Shut the fuck up. Actually, I have to put this on speaker.
Unfriended is like a show. I gotta go piss.
You know, she works on the weekend. She might be...
Yeah, I know she might be, but she might wake up and I'm not gonna be home by 1. I'm just gonna freak out. And then my brother's up too. Hello? Jose?
I can't hear you. Call me on my house phone or call me on my cell phone.
Okay.
Great, I have to deal with him. Kick.
We could just, like, call it a news podcast and then leave the fucking next topic another day. I mean, it's literally, like, 2 minutes from being 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
That was, like, literally the quickest piss I've ever
Alright,
taken.
shh. Shut up.
I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Hello?
What?
I was just wondering, I was going to call Mom and see if I can stay out a bit longer.
I knew there was something fishy. Wait, I thought the pools of death. How much longer?
I don't know, like an hour or so.
Alright, just make sure you've got somebody to bring you home.
Yeah, no, me and Nick are just talking here, and Mom said be home by 1, but we're still talking.
She's sleeping. As long as you've got Nick with you, that's fine. Just go
Alright.
home, whenever.
Okay,
Just make sure it's before she goes to work, before like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
okay,
Alright.
alright,
Alright, be safe.
okay.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, niggas, let's keep talking.
Alright. I'm gonna keep... Alright, we're gonna go right to the main topic at hand. And if anything, if we can't keep anything, like, steady with this conversation, then we'll go back to news. Because it seems when we talk about news, that's like
We
thing
keep
we're
we're focused.
doing. Yeah, alright, but... Alright, on to the main topic. 3, 2, 1. Now on to the main topic, which is movie adaptions, such as movies being... Oh, that's pretty shit. Let me do that again. On to the topic, movie adaptions. That was also shit. How about you do it?
So on to the main topic, movie adaptions. How's your opinion on this, guys?
In terms of video games or
In terms-
books or just general?
Anything.
Novels,
Alright.
movies...
The
movies,
movie
not
adaptions...
movies. Movie adaptions of movies.
Real quick, let's
Jesus
talk.
fucking
Let's
Christ.
talk anime since we were just talking about the Attack on Titan. Let's
Yeah.
go to the anime. Let's start with anime first. Like let me throw one out. Dragon Ball Evolution.
Whoever wrote, directed, and wrote that, I hope you're listening, and I will find you.
And I will kill you.
Just one
Jesus Christ.
one thing I gotta say about that. Whoever casted Piccolo, fuck you. Cause
DJ will find you. I mean, he's Indian. He'll scalp your ass.
I hate how the guy who played Piccolo, love him. I love James Marsters. No, you're not Piccolo. You're an Australian vampire. Why was I looking at the mic as I was talking to you?
DJ, would you
Separating,
scalp
like-
everybody who worked on that movie?
Obviously.
I would
Anyone.
fucking annihilate him.
Even
Who the
James
fuck-
Marsters.
Why would you put Goku in goddamn high school?
Because
What
that's-
fucking
like, in the-
decision?
They didn't even do that for Spider-Man. Why do I keep calling him Marvel?
I really don't think like they paid attention. I think there was like maybe one dude who like tried reading the fucking manga, or maybe like tried watching it. So it was like, fuck this, and they just wrote Goku in high school and like just delivered it to.
Did you
Whatever,
see
studio.
who fucking was cast as the fucking what's his grandfather or whatever?
Grandpa Gohan.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
I
not to
don't
mention
remember.
key blasts look like farts. like like in terms of special effects, I think those special effects would have been better used in like the Avatar movie, the Last Airbender movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you think about it, like, dude, those effects in the Last Airbender movie might have made that a bit more watchable.
There's
But like they just like when it just looks like farts. Like it just like Kamehameha.
Quickly back to Chris Chan. Do you know about his Kursehameha? Like when he gets pissed at people, he'll on camera. All right, context. He has like a webcam.
So like
that
he'll
was
do a
constantly filming.
Kamehameha.
I'm talking.
I know.
I barely have been talking this whole podcast.
I know.
You fucker. Alright.
I'm an interrupter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, you're good at that. So he would, like, fucking be in front of a webcam, and there's several people he'd, like, be pissed about. Also, he would write this into his comic, called Sonichu.
Oh, God.
You can look that up for yourself. We're not going to talk about fucking Sonichu. That's another topic for another day. I really want to talk about Chris Chan, like, eventually. But, he just goes, Kurse-hame-ha! And holds the ha for, like, at least, like, 10 seconds. But back to Dragon Ball Evolution.
I just remember there's a part in the movie that made me die laughing when I first saw it. Because they were in this hole or whatever.
With Yamcha.
Yeah, and...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I remember this cringeworthy moment.
Yeah, no, that was fucking awful. Jesus Christ, guys.
I'm not even talking about that part. I'm talking about when they get out of the hole and they're like, oh, here's the girl I had a crush on out here in the desert doing karate with all these other fuckers.
Yeah.
They came across a bunch of fucker... God, they didn't even make Goku look like anyone.
Goku just literally looked like
Goku
completely whitewashed fucking, like...
Bland McBland.
Yeah,
Bland McBland with spiked gelled hair. The kids will love it.
No, he looks in the mirror and he's like, damn, and he's like, Chh.
Like, Goku never really cared about his looks. I mean, Goku was, well, he was fucking stupid.
Goku's always been fucking dumb.
In terms of, I don't know if we're still talking about Dragon Ball Z Evolution, but good anime adaptations that I have seen, and
Generally, just, like,
and the movie adaptations.
favorite adaptations.
The Rurouni Kenshin movies that came out in, like, 2012 and, like, in 2013.
Is that Journey to the Center of the Earth? That's fuck. Journey to the West.
No.
You mean Odyssey to the West.
Yeah, Odyssey
Yes.
to the West. But
Journey to the... Actually,
the
Odyssey
Rurouni
to the West.
Kenshin films were done pretty good. You know, whoever the makeup artist was, like, you know, like Rurouni Kenshin, Scarlet, pretty cool. But in terms of, like, the action, oh my god, I mean, yeah, the CGI looked a bit cheesy, but I mean, just with, like, it was, like, hidden, like, what was it? What was that, like, Asian movie that, like, everyone went apeshit for, like, a bunch of years ago? Like, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, like, they were doing the whole, like, wider stuff, but, like, you know, I mean, it was still, like, pretty cool. The guy who is that? Who's that guy in Rurouni Kenshin who has, like, the big giant sword? Yusuke, I think.
Hyusuke. Hyusuke Hiramashi from Yu Yu Hakusho.
No. But he was pretty
Gary
good.
Barry.
And,
Sorry.
and like they had the comedy down too, like when Kenshin versus him, because the dude's like, oh, you're so cool with your sword, and then Rurouni Kenshin, you know, he's the peaceful samurai, and he's like, you know, acting like a moron because he doesn't want to fight, but like, you know, he's like, because Yusuke has like this big giant like Buster sword thing, and he's like really buff and stuff, and then Kenshin's like, you know, kind of looks like a wimpy guy with a sword. But like Kenshin's just like dodging him like nothing. He's hopping around on the bridge, and like Yusuke is like destroying the bridge, and then like it gets to the point where like Kenshin like hops like back onto land, and then like Yusuke realizes that there's like literally nothing left supporting the bridge, and then he falls in the water. And then the part with I forgot his name and what it is. It was like he was like a blind samurai. That part where they were fighting, it was just so fucking sick.
I don't think I've ever seen a good anime adaptation though.
It was done by Japanese people. I mean,
No, keep it, like, what about Hollywood?
Yeah, that's what
Hollywood adaptations.
I'm saying.
I think Evolution shows a good thing of how they don't fucking care.
That's just
They don't try. They're just like, hey, we can get a few quick bucks out of these Dragon Ball Z weeaboo faggots. Let's do it.
I guess fucking Edge of Tomorrow is technically, like, an adaptation.
Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, no, Edge of Tomorrow, I think.
Is that an adaptation off an anime?
Yeah,
Or-
no, well, it's a
off of
light
manga.
novel.
A light
Novel. I think that's when they cared, but I think it was like so obscure that maybe like whoever pitched the idea, like he read it, he knew about it,
Yeah.
but like no higher ups knew about it. So like, oh, okay, fuck it. And then like, you know, they saw Scream, like, okay, let's make this out to be a big summer blockbuster movie, and It did well. I really liked it. So, I mean, with Edge of Tomorrow, there's a small part of me, very small, that's being held hostage by the rest of me, that likes to think there's hope for Hollywood. But
that's because we live here and we're just like, can you please? Can you please?
But just, I don't know. I'm just like, I mean, I'd like to think there's hope. I'd really like to think that like they'd care. I'd like to. I'd like to think that they care.
But they
All our
don't.
podcast viewers, the reason why Eric sometimes cuts in and out like this because of the audio quality is because he's staring on the other way from the mic. So his voice is not projecting like,
Anywhere else towards the mic.
So when I hear this, I'm going to hear, "Hi, I'm Eric." Like, it's going.
Sorry,
to sound
I'm
really
in a chair and I'm going back and forth.
All right, well,
And
it's fine.
and
It
I'm
probably won't
Gimmick.
have that big.
Welcome to Gimmicks.
Yeah, it probably won't like.
I don't
The
think it's gonna be.
acoustics will be a
I
problem.
don't think it's gonna be a big deal.
All right, well,
But
keep going.
If anybody complains,
But-
screw you.
like, name some anime adaptions because the only one I like actually know of
It's very hard.
there's Dragon Ball Evolution.
I know that they were going to work on a Loop in the Third Hollywood style, but then they canceled it.
Like I all I know is right now, as of right now, I can't remember anything else. Is Dragon Ball Evolution.
I think after the backlash that Evolution got, like they're not gonna try, and that like I know like a lot of like Asian actors or like a lot of people who like because I remember reading an article like a lot of actors like who loved anime who would go to Hollywood, and I think like after they saw that, like I remember reading like an article or something, maybe you can find it somewhere if anybody's watching this, they like went over to Japan and like they became producers and stuff, because like I know like there's a few like Hollywood producers who left Hollywood to go work in Japan because like they have an up and coming like film like Hollywood-esque industry coming out, and then like they're doing I know like I've went to Japan like Japanese forums, and like there's like small obscure like animes that get like movie adaptions, and like a lot of people like a lot of Japanese people say they're shit, but I mean then you get the studio who made the Rurouni Kenshin and who's making the Lupin the Third adaptation, and I can tell that they're really fucking trying. Like just the Lupin the Third trailer got me so fucking hyped.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I actually like Lupin the Third a lot.
I mean, could we play it on the podcast?
I mean,
He could edit it in, but that's up to him when it comes
Well,
out.
are
then
you
again,
asking
like,
me
copyright.
for, like, our own reaction.
Yeah.
Should we
Well,
do
no,
that?
that's the thing. I'm not like. There's going to be already copyrighted material in this because there's going to be transitions where like music plays on what topic we play about.
Could you like go to dude? Just play royalty-free music.
Well, no. I'm not trying to make money.
Yeah, play some of that good royalty-free music
Alright,
there,
never
folks.
God damn it.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Vaporwave is filled with copyrighted material. That's kind of the point. It's kind of like a satire on electronic.
Alright.
But what's the news on that Cowboy Bebop movie? Is there anything on that?
It's kind of up in the air. I mean, supposedly Keanu Reeves was supposed to play.
Spike.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Who
not.
the fuck was supposed to play May? Angelina
Lena Jolie?
Yeah,
Oh,
my
Jesus
brain-
Christ.
No.
My brain is dying. I don't know.
Please no.
I don't know who the hell was supposed to play Jet. I know it was one of those. Whoever was gonna play Ed, it was some obscure child.
I have a
actor.
feeling like if it does happen, fucking what's his name? Fucking Batista will play Jet. Jesus
Dave
Christ.
Batista?
Dave Batista.
From
Don't do that.
Guardians of the Galaxy? Or
No.
WWE?
WWE. Yeah.
I think the dude who like Guardians of the Galaxy, like he'd make a good Jet.
Just,
Maybe.
I don't know. The only reason I'm saying
can-
about it is because I don't like him as a
Jet?
person. No, Dave Batista.
Oh.
As a person.
Just like his moral values or whatever.
Like, yeah, and the only reason
he
I
like
cared
great?
about getting a Marvel, like,
Is
movie...
he like?
I don't know
Yeah,
anything.
fill me in
about-
here because I'm lost. Like,
I don't know anything about Dave Batista.
He's just a real asshole. Like, the only reason he wanted to start in acting was because he was pissed off that everyone was like, "You're a bad actor." And he's like, "I want to prove it." And then he landed a big movie like that just because he was totally buff. That's the only time he gets any fucking roles is because he's buff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jet's not really the buff. I mean, he's a wisecracking old dude who's like, Spike's always getting me in trouble.
Yeah,
You need like a noir type of guy because I mean he used to be a cop.
yeah, he used to be a cop.
He used to be a cop, and he's like.
I'm just wondering, like, what actor would play Ian?
You mean the dog?
Yeah, that was
A
the
fucking
joke.
corgi. They'd get a corgi, train him to do shit.
I don't know. I think Marmaduke would do a good
God
job of
fucking
that.
damn it. I'm gonna throw this thing.
I
at
know
you.
I saw a picture of Ed, and it actually looked like Ed. It was some obscure Indian actor. So I was like, okay.
Yay! I love it. He was the best.
God, I remember that fucking horrible, like... I'm just gonna shut up now.
Yeah, please do. I don't know where you're going with that, and it needs to end.
Oh,
But you're gonna tell me after this, because
Okay.
I want to know.
So should we go from not anime anymore to the next?
It's just-
Well, we can go
let's-
to book adaptions, which I kind of
Yeah.
have a take on that. Can I say
Yeah.
so?
Yes.
All right.
Go
so
to book.
Movie adaptions. The Ender's Game movie I saw, and I read the Ender Saga. I read all the books. I'm waiting for Orson Scott to finish the Shadow Saga, which he's delayed the final book.
Why?
The Ender. Have you read all the Ender Saga books?
I only read the first one. I tried getting into the second one, and
I've read.
I read. What was the
Ender's
second
Game.
one called? It was like the Preacher of Death or something.
yeah, Preacher of Death.
Speaker of Death.
Speaker of Death.
And then the third and fourth one, those were really weird. Like, Speaker of Death was like kind of spiritual. The third and fourth one, like, okay, so you know, if I were to describe this, you know how the Hobbit movies, like they were only supposed to be like 2 films originally, but then like Warner Brothers said, or New Line Cinema, or whoever the fuck it is, like wanted to make 3 movies, so like,
Warner Brothers.
or
They,
whoever.
they actually just wanted to make it one movie,
Yeah,
which would have been good.
So like the Hobbit was like the setting up, and then the Desolation of Smog was like the middle, like leading up, and then like the Hobbit was literally just like all the like climax,
Yep.
and it just kind of felt weird because like in the third movie it didn't really have any build up. That's like the third and the fourth book in the saga. It gets really weird, and like he said that there's gonna be like 2 or 3 more books, and like the Shadow Saga, like it's literally supposed to, like, the 2 sagas are supposed to meet up, and it's really weird. It's just I have a hard time explaining it, and I haven't read that for like over 2 years, but
Well, get back to the movie, like,
Okay, yeah,
because
sorry.
I saw the movie and I was just like incredibly, like, I read the book and I was like hyped for this movie.
I loved the way they made the battle dome, the whatever battle station.
I do like that part, but what I fucking hated, I was like, Harrison Ford, yes.
Harrison Ford, like, I think that's the only role he can play now, is a grumpy old guy, because that's
Yeah.
essentially what his existence is right now.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck off, leave me alone.
42. Oh yes. No, but
Like him at the after party. Have you seen images of him at the Star Wars after party? He does not want to be there.
oh yeah.
He's like, I just want to go home. Don't touch me!
God, but no. Okay, there was in that movie. I was just like so amazed that they casted this kid.
I thought Butterfield did not an excellent job, but an okay job.
I thought he did a terrible job.
I
didn't-
also think he just didn't do a good job, and I didn't even see the full movie.
I thought he did an okay job in some parts. The acting, like in certain seconds of when he's crying, it was a bit cringy. I really liked the part that I thought his acting got, like, the only part of the movie where it got like a 5 out of 5 in terms of acting was the part when he finds out that he killed the bugs. In terms of like when he meets up with Valentine on the lake, that was like really the only cringy part that I had in terms of his acting. The kid who played Bonzo, well, no, he did a good okay.
Bonzo. Bonzo?
Is it Bonzo or Bonzo?
He's like, it's Bonzo because he's Spanish or whatever. That was the kid that played Rico from Hannah Montana, and I was laughing my ass off the entire time he was on.
Yeah, he did an okay Bonzo. I don't know what they were trying to do with Petra, because I was really hoping that they, because in the later books, Petra and Bean are an item.
That also fucked. I'm sorry, just talking about
I'm gonna have to put a lot of spoiler warnings here.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, I'm sorry, but
Dude, like the Ender Saga. Read it.
But-
Anybody, go to Amazon and buy that now.
but
Just ignore the author's views on particular things.
Fuck that. I still watch them.
no, they're supposed to make him feel isolated throughout the book. He's supposed to feel isolated, but no. Let's hey, I'm Bean right from the start. No, you're supposed to hate him.
Like at the book though, like Bean like kind of made friends with him on the shuttle.
No, they didn't. Not at all. They're just like,
Yeah.
Well, no, Bean
If I
becomes
remember,
Bean
'cause
becomes
I read it my freshman year.
Bean becomes like Ender's second in command in Dragon Army. Like,
yeah.
That's where their friendship really takes off.
Yeah, there, but I'm talking about he feels like he's just everyone hates him because he's like singled him out. He's like, yeah, he's the smartest kid. Fuck all of you. And then they're
Well, I mean, like you can only do like there's a lot of internal monologue in the book, and you know, like there's like you got to figure out how to translate that to a movie, and then there's just like so much little detail that you can't fit into a movie format. So I mean,
when I knew he was just a terrible, just because he looks at Harrison Ford after he got off the show, he's like, "You made them hate me," and I was like,
Yeah, okay, I
yeah,
remember
that part. Yeah, that part. He just kind of right panties like, "You made me hate you."
and he's like, "Okay, now I'm just gonna straighten up and walk like this now."
Yeah.
Oh no, my favorite part was like, you remember that?
He's a child actor though, so I mean, I gave him some slack. I mean, I really liked the part when he found out where like he committed genocide. I was like, okay, if that kid could do that, like for the rest of like that part right there, I said like, okay, this kid has potential. So if they do a sequel, which Orson Scott said that'd be really hard, especially with the way the Speaker of the Dead, the second book is, because it's not. It's more spiritual.
Yeah.
Because Ender's like, yeah, I don't want to be a soldier anymore, and committed genocide, so there's that.
It's like Atlas Shrugged Part 2.
Yeah.
Which, alright, if you guys don't know, like, here's a book adaptation also. Atlas Shrugged. You
Dude,
guys
like,
know
that
what
was on
Atlas Shrugged
Netflix,
is?
and I wanted to watch it.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Is it?
No!
It's terrible.
God damn it!
Oh,
I didn't even read the book, and I watched the movie, and I was like,
Atlas Shrugged, like,
Atlas Frog is pretty much like,
it's this half-baked fucking philosophical advertisement.
It's
for
like
Ayn
pretty
Rand's
much
stupid
like-
shit.
a book giving you the reason to be a fucking asshole, which
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
you
this
really
whole
don't.
selfish.
You don't really need to, because I mean, like, you know, I think it's like every 4chan's Bible.
Yeah, almost. Atlas Shrugged, like, as like a piece of literature,
Actually,
is
don't rate me.
fucking terrible. It's terribly written. It's terribly paced.
She's just
It's
an
too-
old bitch.
Yeah,
like,
it's an old bitch.
I don't know why.
I'm not saying
why it
like
was a
long
thing.
books are bad, but Jesus Christ.
Well,
The
author.
second part of the book, the second act of the book, is literally about like 300 pages, and it's just a speech by about
spoilers.
yeah, massive spoilers if I can remember.
Was this the book that you were talking about freshman year when you were like, yeah, don't read this fucking book?
Yeah, like I'm just like no, because I read it.
I tried to get people into fucking Ender's Game.
I also read Anthem by Ayn Rand, and that book is actually not bad.
Is that the same one that makes Ender Games? Or is it
No,
the
that's-
Atlas Shrugged?
No, Ayn Rand is a totally different person.
Okay,
Ayn Rand was the person who wrote Atlas Shrugged, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And Anthem.
because I thought we were talking about the guy who made Ender's Game, and
No,
I was like,
Orson
that guy's
is-
kind of a dick in
No,
real life.
the second part
Orson
of
Scott,
the book,
yeah, he is kind of a dick.
the second part of the book is literally just a big monologue by someone talking about this fictitious character. I forget. Oh, John Galt. Literally just about like this whole figment of like a perfect eugenics person called John Galt. And they're making a second part of that. I think it's already out.
Oh, God.
I don't know how the fuck you do that.
I didn't even
Because
care about
it's a very, very confusing fucking part of the book because you're like,
What?
there's nothing going on here. Like, what is this?
like how I was very confused that they made a Mockingjay Part 1, how they made that actually look kind of badass, because in the book, she's just basically going around going, hey, I'm Katniss.
Revolting against the government.
Yeah, that's basically her just being like a spokesman, but they actually made it look good in the movie. But that's like, there's movies out there that are like, yeah, I don't know how to make this look good, so here it is.
Like they just go,
Fuck it.
Yeah, whatever. Basically.
But can I go back to Ender's Game, or is that a?
Well, I mean, if you want,
Yeah,
I'd still like.
I
to
just
talk
want
about it.
I just want to talk about like a couple scenes in that. Like, there's a part where the mother, the black guy, who's just like, I'm supposed to be your mother, or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to be a dick. He's like, I'm Ender. And he's like, I'm not going to listen to you. I'll do 20 push-ups. And he's like, give me 20 more! And he's like, okay. And he does 3 more, and then he gets up. And
Well, I mean, like, he's supposed to be the shy kid, and that's how I acted. I was like, I go, okay.
the only thing,
Please don't rape me.
the only thing I really like enjoyed about that.
I didn't like the whole scene with I don't know, like the Petra chick, like the way she was. Petra, if I remember correctly, oh my god, my
Petra?
brain. Yeah, was she older in the film? Because I remember like Ender describing her like developing boobs.
Yeah, she was very. She
Like,
was
she was kind of, well, I mean, she was older, but she, like, for her age, she was also like an early bloomer.
like.
And then that's why Bean got in there. Mm-hmm.
There's this okay, there's part in when they're talking. No, the only thing I liked about Ender's Game, because overall I hated that movie. The only thing I really liked, how they adapted the actual, like, him playing the game,
Yeah.
onto the big screen.
Yeah,
Like
that
him
was cool.
playing the game. He's like, I'm an ogre, drink the poison, and finally he just kills the ogre. Ha ha.
I really wish they would have focused on, like, because, like, during Ender's Game, they also focus on how, like, Peter and Valentine literally take over the world.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's the thing. Orson Scott said that Speaker of the Dead, in terms of, like, what, because, like, sagas, he said that, like, I know that he released another book, and it was, like, also co-written by another author, but it's supposed to be, like, a bridge between Ender's Game and Speaker of the Dead. It's like, it Ender's on some colony and some shit happens. I haven't read it, because it was released, like, the year I started reading. He said that book, and then...
Speaker of the Dead, yeah, I read that one.
Well, no, like, there's another one, there's like, a mini book in between that
Okay.
and Ender's Game, and it was released, like, the year I found out about the Ender Saga and started reading. There's another, Orson Scott said that the Shadow Saga, which doesn't cover Ender, it covers, like, what happens back on Earth, like, while, you know, Ender's gone, like, his brother, and, like, what his brother has to do in order to, like, unite the world. And it follows Bean, actually. Bean... Oh, what happens? Major spoilers. Like, Petra and, like, okay, so Peter...
They fuck.
And then Peter, like, they have, like, Petra, Peter, and Bean have a... What was that? Would that be a foursome or an orgy?
They actually did that?
Well, Bean has some disease. Like, he stops growing, and it's some, like, rare disease, and he wants to go into space to find Ender for some reason. I forget. But I think he just goes into space in general because, like, he wants to find a cure, wants to die somewhere. And he brings his kids along. There's some other, like, I know there's, like, multiple reasons why Bean leave. It isn't just one reason. And Peter does something, well, he kind of, like, blackmails Petra at first, and Petra leaves Bean. Well, like, Petra leaves Bean, but then Bean's already off in space, and she marries Peter. Peter and Petra have a couple of kids. There's
Goddamn.
I know, like, one of the reasons Bean leaves is because, like, when Peter, because, like, they're like a war breaks out with, like, pretty much the territory that Peter has under his control in China, and there's, like, some dude, like, it was a kid who was in the program that Ender was in, and he was one of the like final people that Ender beat, and so like Peter, along with like everybody from Dragon Army, Ender's army, Peter's using. I know Bean becomes like Peter's commander to pretty much like Peter pretty much goes like, all right, you're with me or against me, and like he's pretty much like pulled the wool over everyone. Well, I mean, he's doing it for good reasons. He's just doing dickish things like to get what he wants, but I mean, for the reasons he's doing is good. But China and a few other countries like don't want to like say like, oh fuck you, Peter, and he's like, all right.
So he's basically like Hitler.
It's not like Hitler. Like, have you watched Code Geass?
No, I really need to watch Code Geass, but like
he's doing it for the right reasons.
Real quick, throughout the series, is there like a villain, a main villain, or is it just
towards the Ender Saga and? Well, I don't want to call it the Ender Saga anymore because something happens to Ender, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Okay, never mind. I'm going to change the subject right now because I need to read those books, and I don't want to change. No, I don't. No. What's the next topic, please?
We're still on the same topic, movie adaptation.
Oh, okay. What's the next? Okay, fine. We'll go to a different book. Sorry.
Or we can just talk about a different media.
I really want to talk about Sea of Monsters. I mean, Percy Jackson.
All right.
I haven't read the Percy Jackson books, and I'm not a fan of the movies.
Did you watch any of the movies?
I tried. I tried. I gave a valiant effort. I tried.
Like, I remember I was so excited. I read the books. Like, those were my favorite books. And I read them. And I was like, I gotta get, like, an hour early for the new Percy Jackson movie coming out. It's gonna be sold out. I know it is. President's Day. It's gotta be sold out. I go there. It's like...
There's nobody there to see it.
No one's there. It's just me.
It's kind of...
Like, okay,
was it opening day?
Opening day, President's Day. I remember this.
Okay, so abandon your love for Percy Jackson for one moment, and just view the movie as just a movie in general.
Complete shite.
Complete shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uma Thurman was in it, and she was even giving a bad... She phoned in her performance. Totally.
Alright.
Like, I'm not even... I thought about it. I was like, maybe if I just look at it as just, like, a regular movie, I'm gonna look at it.
It's shit.
God damn it. What? The pacing is terrible because it's going super fast, and...
I honestly did try to watch the movies. I remember, like, it was... When did the movies come out? Like, the first one?
The first one came out in,
like,
2009.
Okay. Well, I remember I was sitting there, I was on the couch, I wasn't feeling good, and I'm flipping through the movies, and I'm like, oh, okay, Percy Jackson, let's turn you on. Literally, I kept falling asleep, and I just went like, okay, I don't want to fall asleep. I need to find something actually entertaining to watch.
Well, I understood where they were going with the first one. It was a cool thing.
I actually didn't see, like, I only seen probably 30 minutes of it on TV as well.
Well,
I just kind of gave up.
Good for you. Give up on that. Give up on that series. Like, I saw the second one. After
I saw a bit of the second one. It was like he was like learning how to control water.
Oh my god, they just screwed that up so badly. The second one, I thought they were gonna do better. Oh my god, worse.
Wasn't I remember seeing a scene. Like once again, this is I
continue.
Like Hades, it was like with Hades' son or something. Like
no, there was no Hades' son.
Or like, it was with one of the other gods' sons.
Hermes.
Luke. Yeah, and he was being like a dick to him, and then like. He was learning to control water, and I don't fucking know.
Just, okay, forget whatever you fucking know about anything when you watch this movie.
Like, just turn off my brain?
Basically, because Nathan Fillion is in the movie.
I don't know who that is.
Firefly?
No.
Slither?
I heard, my brother has the Firefly DVDs.
Slither? What the fuck?
Castle?
The Firefly DVDs are sitting in my room, I just haven't watched them.
Well, he's the main character of that. He's a pretty fucking good actor.
He was in Halo 3 ODST, I think.
Okay, well...
He was fuck.
The thing is, he is good. He's spot on in that. And they enter in some stuff from the book. I'm like, cool. Good for you. I'm glad you're actually doing this. But there's this character who's a main fucking character, who's the Cyclops, who's Percy's brother, who's so... Right. He's like bland bland.
Okay, so I know, like, Greek gods love to fuck anything under the sun.
Yeah, Tyson. His name is Tyson. Just like...
Like his half brother or his brother?
half brother.
Okay,
But
really weird.
just there's this part. This is the only part that I'll. Okay, there's another part after this. That's it. But there's this part where they're talking about this type of drink of the gods that's supposed to make you like be
Lust for cum. Sorry.
rejuvenate or whatever.
Like, what do you mean rejuvenate?
Like it's supposed to like a healing thing, but it's
Oh,
supposed to taste
so, like-
so good or whatever. And this one guy's like, if you haven't drank it, you haven't lived. And he drinks it, and he goes, I lived. And he walked away. And look at this.
I lived.
And they don't talk about it at all. They only said that one time, and he was alone. He was alone when he says that. Everyone else is just like, fuck it, whatever, you can do it. He's alone. And then at the end of the movie, Percy comes up to Tyson, and he's like drinking, and he's like, this, you haven't drinking, you haven't lived. And they're like, is that an inner joke between us now? No!
No.
Okay, and then there's one other scene, which was the end scene. Oh my god, this whole...
They didn't have like an end credit scene where they were expecting a sequel, were they?
No, they were expecting a sequel. They had a complete train wreck. Like, have you ever heard of a car crash ending where you're just done?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Kind of like how Green Lantern was expecting a sequel, which that was the only good part of the movie was the ending when Sinestro putting on the yellow ring.
Yeah.
I mean, I was actually kind of hoping for a sequel. I was like, maybe Ryan Reynolds can get better between then and now.
That's kind of like how I felt about Lone Ranger. Like I liked Lone Ranger, but a lot of people didn't. But I still think it deserves a sequel.
It's not. Let's just cut away from Lone Ranger right now.
Okay, I'm not going
Stay
into
on
Lone
topic.
Ranger. Okay, fine. All I'm going to say is there's a part in Sea of Monsters where they just they put the golden fleece on the dying tree, and then all of a sudden it worked too much, and a girl popped out of the tree because she was a tree, and she's like, oh no, now she's gonna attack the gods or some shit like that, and then it's like, will she? He says, will she be the one to attack to bring upon the apocalypse or some shit?
Find out on the next episode
Of
Percy Jackson.
Jackson. This is wacky comedy. But
Wacky
no,
comedy.
fuck those movies. Anyway, next topic. I know.
Wacky Greek mythology starring Rob Schneider as Thor. Oh no, I'm Thor.
Greek
Wait, that's
mythology?
your spot.
You're thinking
Jesus
of
Christ.
You're thinking of Zeus.
And help me, I'm Zeus.
So wait,
Nick
that
Fountain,
means,
dear God doesn't know his goddamn mythology.
so that means Rob Schneider would literally turn into a goose or a duck. Oh God, Rob Schneider's
Rob
a duck is
Schneider
gonna fuck
turns
somebody.
into a dead body. Oh no! Finally!
I just realized Zeus turns into a fucking swan and fucks a girl.
Yes.
That's
And
great.
don't swans and ducks have like corkscrew penises?
Well, anyway, that's the next topic.
That's not the next time.
I was curious.
Alright, so...
Echidnas
fuck
have 4
her.
extra penises.
Alright.
Supposedly
So,
dragons have
next
new-
media, I guess, besides that, we went from
Anime to
anime to novel/books. Now to
video games.
the most... yes.
Video games.
Now, before you two fucking jump, like, at anything...
I'm going
I
to
haven't
wait.
talked that much.
I'm going to wait.
I'll
I
wait.
will
be
punch you in the
quiet.
goddamn face because
I'll
I
be
know you're
quiet.
going to say something.
I'll be
I know
quiet.
you might say
I'll
something.
be quiet unless
But
you don't
the
say
greatest,
anything
I
stupid.
think the greatest fucking movie adaptation of all time, even though I hate this
Choose
film,
your words carefully.
The video game.
like video game adaptation, and probably one of the best adaptions in general, even though I fucking hate this film, Silent Hill, the first one. Fuck Revelations, because you actually like that movie.
It's like a guilty pleasure movie. Like
Fuck you.
It's
Like snakes
a-
on a plane, but
Snake- yeah,
it's
okay.
like a bad movie, but for some reason,
jump scare every 3 fucking seconds.
I,
Like, why would you show the same girl twice? Like, yeah, the jump scare got old the first time.
I agree, but for some reason,
we should
and
do a joint review on that.
for-
Sorry,
for-
just continue.
all right, DJ.
Don't even get me
You
started
have to
on
agree with us on
Silent
this
Hill
because you watch
fucking,
movies.
like-
There's bad movies.
Because you
and-
watch movies. Because you watch movies.
I didn't even like. You jumped in front of me again.
Sorry.
Sorry, continue. Fouts, come
Alright,
on, give us
so-
some shit.
The Silent Hill film, in my opinion, is the best movie adaptation because
What year?
not only does it like stick somewhat to the source material, like the reasoning for changing certain things was very like it was logical because in the first game, Harry Mason was kind of like this womanly figure in the way that like he ran and the way he talked in the first game represented kind of like a feminine side, and in the Silent Hill film, obviously the role of Harry Mason as a woman. So I think that was a very good choice on the director, but the director's kind of a sexist asshole at the same time.
I do not like him. He is an asshole.
No, he is an asshole. I'll give him that. But I'll also give him the credit for wanting to
like the
talk
way
to
he,
Konami and wanting to make a,
like the way he recreated the scenes in the alley scene. Remember, like the camera angles.
Yeah, that was that was fucking cool.
I mentioned Resident Evil. Not Resident Evil. Fuck. Sorry.
That's a whole can of worms.
Yeah, Silent Hill Revelations in one of my, like, briefly, just for a second, I said, yeah, it's a shit fucking... I didn't like Revelations, I'm sorry. Like, it's...
Revelations was literally just a fucking 3D cash-in film. Like,
yeah.
Literally, the jump scares were just because of 3D.
Go for it, Eric.
Go for it, Eric. You've been called on in the fucking class.
Jump on it!
Jump on it.
Alright, so DJ, I'm hoping that you feel the same as me.
You know a movie's bad, and you can name all the reasons why, but for some reason, and you can't explain it, you enjoy watching the movie.
Yeah.
That is Silent Hill Revelations for me.
Yeah,
I
can understand that,
watching it.
but coming from somebody who's like very invested in the Silent Hill, sorry for using this word, it's a stupid word, lore. I hate it.
And why do you hate that
because
word?
It's a dumb fucking word.
It's like a Dark Souls lore.
My
like
name
lore.
is Lore.
Like no, that's just
like the
lore.
Game Grumps
You mean
lore. Like
lore
why
from
did
Star Trek?
like
lore? Yes.
like the
My
Game
name
Grumps
is
lore? Like
Lore.
why did Jontron leave Game Grumps? We'll never know, but it's a good
that's
idea.
a whole different can of worms, and we're not even talking about that.
I know. I'm
Let's
just
not talk about that.
Yeah, welcome to.
Don't even mention anything about that.
Fine,
Like,
you can
it's
edit
nothing to do
Jontron's baby
what
with
we're
a
talking
coat
about.
hanger.
But God fucking damn it,
Fouch
that's being cut out.
Fouch is like Fouch is trying to figure out ways that we can cut out things like
Yeah, no,
slowly.
I'm gonna have
Make
to
a
fucking-
bloopers, man. Just
I'm going to.
upload it on an alternate account.
On an alternate account, the offensive shit
Give it to
we said
me.
tonight.
Give it to me.
All right, so the Silent Hill, like the film, the first film, some of the like story decisions kind of pissed me off. The whole let's use Pyramid Head. Why? Like he is a part of James Sunderland, which is the main character of Silent Hill 2's like subconscious. He's a manifestation of like spoiler alert, fucking James Sunderland's guilt for killing his wife. Sorry, like yeah, I'm pretty sure I spoiled it before for you.
Yeah, it's okay. I've seen it.
Using him as like just a cash-in character, just not a cash-in character, but like a branding kind of character. Like, oh, people know this character, people will go see it. Like, that's the only reason he was used in that film. That's one thing I really didn't like about the first Silent Hill film. Besides some of the very, very bad writing.
What was the first one? What year did that come out in the first one?
Like 2007, 8,
2007.
When did Revelations come out?
like 2010.
2013.
2013, yeah.
God.
It was
It
like,
came out late my junior year.
Yeah, and it really didn't get a whole. I mean, like I saw trailers, but I mean, like I felt like the way I felt coming out, like not a whole lot of people knew about this.
Late my junior year.
Oh God. Well,
Yeah.
well, have you guys seen Blood Rain?
I've seen Blood Rain. It's absolutely
Like you mean
shit.
that David?
Why was Ben Kingsley in that movie?
Did you? He needed
Guys,
some money.
Yeah, no. Blood Rain was absolute shit. The fact that like a video,
Why was Ben
a movie,
Kingsley in Iron Man 3?
Why did a
Needed
Blood
money.
Rain movie need to be made in the first place? Blood Rain was kind of like a shitty like a shitty fucking game anyway.
I also agree. Like
Revealing things about you. What are you doing?
I'm multitasking.
Okay.
I'm actually looking for something up that I need to talk about, but no, I heard Warner Brothers is trying to come up with a Mass Effect. A Mass Effect
Oh, here we go.
video game adaptation.
Coming from somebody who has like me, who has played the first one and didn't play the rest of them, I'm
so
going to sit
invested.
here. I'm going to sit here and be like, who as you guys go fucking at it.
What are you talking
You
about?
guys have fucking...
No, you get in on this because you told me you like
has
Mass Effect.
both.
I like Mass Effect. I have
had-
all the games. I just have not played past one.
Why?
Because
Because he has a life and friends and bitches to fuck.
I just
not really. I mean, I like home movies.
Alright, so...
Alright, actually, let's I'm not gonna stop this from the podcast, but
I really want
the song made by Brett, that's not about making home movies. Do you know what that's about?
I'm guessing
Fucking a
porn.
goat.
The show Home Movies.
Oh.
Something that you don't like home movies, do you?
No, I liked home movies. It's
Okay,
it's
Coach
Eddie who
McGurk.
doesn't like home
I
movies.
love Code.
I like
Coach
home
McGurk is
movies.
All right. Besides that, we need a home movies Hollywood adaptation. No, we do not. Fuck that.
Yeah, no.
Dude, did they come out with a Death Note?
Yes, they did.
Japan, two
Japan did.
movies.
I thought the movies were
Oh my
good.
god, I
They're
just
good.
realized this.
They're really good.
No, because
Actually.
they're Death Note. Warner Brothers is trying to make a Death Note movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's hope it never happens.
God, wow, I want to see that.
Code. No, I'm not even gonna bring up Code Geass because me and you will go at it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see like a Code Geass
Japanese film.
Yeah, well, hell, even a TV show,
A TV show.
a live action TV show,
Oh god.
but aired on it. Well, that's the thing.
Go at it, guys.
All right. So
No spoilers.
God, it makes it hard.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Code Geass is literally fucking filled with spoilers.
Yeah, you
me
can't-
and him cannot talk about it.
Yeah,
without
we can't
spoilers.
talk about without
So let's
spoilers.
just not
I mean,
even
there's
talk
like
about Code
there's
Geass.
major twists.
Fine,
every
fine.
fucking episode.
Let's go back to Mass
Every
Effect.
episode.
All right, Mass Effect. Have you played all three?
Oh, I love them. Yes.
All right. Okay. Good. Nick, fuck you. Although I've told you about what happened.
You guys have like a limited amount of time to talk about Mass Effect.
All right.
Look,
Here we go.
It's already at 2 hours, by the way.
Oh, good. Here, sorry about the editing
Just
job.
upload
My
the whole
bad.
thing to fucking SoundCloud.
No, I'm gonna upload the raw audio for you guys once I mix the tracks. But
I could actually help you edit this. Like, I could
Yeah.
put some Barry from Game Grumps stuff.
Okay.
But anyway, let me just say, if they make a Warner Brothers movie, they've talked about this. They don't want Seth Green in their movie. Joker, Seth
you
Green.
gotta have Joker.
you have to have Joker.
Yeah.
I also agree.
You have to have Joker. He's
after every mission, you go up to him and he just says something funny, I'm next time don't make me pull your ass out of a volcano.
Yeah, I almost couldn't do it, but I did because I'm Joker. Yeah, I loved that. Was my favorite character, and the Rolex disease. That's good lore in the Mass Effect universe. That is some good lore.
Fuck Lord.
And then,
stop saying Lord.
And then
No,
how about this word, mythos?
Mythos is fine.
Okay, fine. Back to lore.
So have you seen the videos that they're doing for Mass Effect 4?
Can I cut you right here?
Yeah.
Because I just I'm not cutting off the discussion. Stay blank. I've always wanted to bring this up. Have you guys ever realized there's American mythos, mythology
About America?
Yeah.
Such as
Star Wars and Superman.
Oh yeah.
That's
So,
I'm gonna make that a future topic.
Yeah.
American what would be American mythos that
Star Wars and Superman.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana
I thought you
Jones,
meant
those are
I thought you meant
mythologies.
Washington was visited by aliens mythos. No, that is an actual fucking thing.
I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
We're not gonna talk about
Ancient
this on here.
Aliens episode. I swear to God, it was the most. I couldn't stop laughing.
Wait, what was it
Ancient Aliens episode
Oh yeah. I think I remember that.
of what?
of how about aliens influenced the founding of America. There's some good episodes that I go all right,
Good
that's
episodes of what?
cool. Ancient Aliens.
Oh,
good.
Ancient Aliens. Okay.
Ancient X-Files. But no, I'm sorry.
Go back
I
to
love
Mass
Mass Effect.
God. Please go back to that.
One of the best things about Mass Effect that everyone loves is the part where you get to choose who you want to be. But
Blue chick all the way.
no, fuck Liara. I'm sorry. She's a
all right, Tali and
Talia is my girl.
Ashley.
Fuck Ashley. She's
Yeah,
a racist.
no.
I killed that bitch on purpose.
Well, I didn't kill
She has
her.
a nice
I yeah, she has a nice. Well, her face. You have to admit, out of all the Mass Effect characters' faces, Ashley looks like
Like
ass.
Yes, I was about to wreck your day with one word. Jax. Jack. Sorry, Jax from Mortal Kombat is also a Mass Effect. No,
That's
he's not.
not true.
But so in the Mass Effect, like when I was playing Mass Effect, like if you didn't romance Tali at all, like she pairs up with Garrus.
She does?
Yeah. You can choose to support it or not support it. Like you can go like, I'm proud for you guys, or you can go like, hey, no fucking on the mission. Except me.
I get to fuck on the mission.
I'm the only one that's allowed to fuck. But I paired up Tali with Garrus, and I paired up Ashley with James, the fucking Jersey Shore. Asshole.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I always call him. I just call him.
I can just call him faggot. Like I wish you can change names because that's what I changed his name to.
Oh, Talia was my
You guys
girl.
ever seen the? Have you seen Hey Ashley? What's your?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
The Mass Effect.
Didn't she leave or something? I remember reading some of that.
Well, no, she's like a famous voice actor now.
Yeah, she did. She did Sasha Bruce in Attack on Titan.
She also did another really good role.
Well,
And then Tali ends up with Garrus.
Give her LSD. Give her DSL. That shit's fucking hilarious.
James.
I was promised Fuddruckers. I want Fuddruckers.
It's
I'm going
funny
to
because if you, I had 2 playthroughs because like, I like Tali how she's playful.
I've had 4 playthroughs of Mass Effect. I'm sorry, that shit is.
Mass Effect 3.
I've had 9
the
playthroughs
ending-
of Final Fantasy 9.
the
That's
ending-
another-
Oh, you
ending-
don't like how we're like interrupting? I'm sorry, Eric.
Sorry, I just.
The ending of Mass Effect 3 like left a bitter taste in my mouth, so I could
Oh.
probably only play that like 2 times. But I did one with Lyra, oh my god, my brain, and Tali. Because I mean, I like how Tali's playful and stuff. But then Liara is like,
she's playful.
Liara, like, I just like how Liara's like all innocent and playful, and then she just develops into this crazy, like, powerful, like, all-knowing, psychotic bitch.
Oh yeah, I'm the Shadow Broker
How
now.
would-
by the way,
Alright, so
Did you not get the DLC for
I got it.
too?
Relating back to like film.
oh yeah, I'm
how
so
would
sorry.
you guys like to see a Mass Effect film be done?
Alright, have you guys seen the
Actors.
anime one? They did an anime one,
Yes.
Yeah.
and it was awful. It made me want to
Not that. Not that. That's not what I want.
Yeah, like how the shields, like they used them like Kamehamehas, and I'm like, if I could have done that in Mass Effect, that would have been fucking useful.
God.
What
he-
about Commander Shepard? Who would you cast?
Oh,
He's based on a wrestler, like his appearance.
actually, I've already thought about this. Like,
But,
Plenty of times.
But here's the thing, like that's the difficult thing with casting Commander Shepard because I mean, like what choices? Because like that's what Mass Effect's all about. So I'm like,
choice.
The illusion of choice.
shut up,
Don't,
he's not.
don't Matrix me.
Shut up, he's not indoctrinated. The whole extended cut ending blew that theory out of the water.
No, it's not that. I'm saying like the
No.
game elements, the
Yeah,
game
the-
mechanics.
Yeah, like
It doesn't like it gives you the illusion of choice, but nothing really like
Yeah,
it goes
I
to
know.
the same concept.
Well, actually,
It's most how those games work.
also I told the Solarians to fuck off.
I did everything good. I was always straight edge good in those missions.
I waffled a bit between bad. I told that I don't like the Solarians. Well, Morden, oh my god, when he fucking died.
Fuck you! I am the Solarian scientist of.
Well, no, I was sad when he died because I loved Morden, but every other Solarian I fucking hate, except like Morden and those dudes you
Let me-
remember.
Yeah,
what was
I
that
know.
mission with
From the first
team?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go back to the. Let's go back to the casting, like, but as soon as I just.
Your brain died.
Yeah, my brain just died because I'm
What?
talking about fucking Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect. No.
Gotta get me some Asaurian Quarian pussy.
Oh
Jesus
god.
Christ.
I've never seen her. I thought that I was gonna see her with her mask off. I've never seen that.
There's a picture like.
Yeah, there's a picture. I've never
yeah,
seen it.
It like shows up for half a second, but like someone screen capped it. Tali is like that hot nerdy chick with the bubbly butt, like who has the pale white milky skin.
I've always paired with Talia, but I did every single mission, every single like deploy, everything I could do for Mass Effect 3. I did because I wanted a perfect ending, and what I got wasn't perfect.
See,
So what I would do with
It's also the the artist's interpretation.
Yeah,
Well,
but like in their
again, with illusion of
in the
illusion of
interviews,
choice.
in the interviews of the developers, they said we're gonna have so many endings for Mass Effect, and literally it was like A, B, and C,
Yeah.
and different colors, and I'm like, yeah, it's not a whole lot of different endings. It's just like,
At the end, didn't it not matter what you did? Like, you could literally pick the ending, almost?
yeah, you had to choose between like 3 endings,
Yeah.
and like literally like literally nothing you did mattered.
Again, illusion of choice. Like,
Well, what
And then those 3 endings didn't even give you closure, which then they fixed with the extended cut, which it saved your ass. But I mean,
what really pissed me off, though, I'm sorry if I just keep talking about the video game. What pissed me off is that no matter what, they killed Commander Shepard, whatever.
Well,
but
I have to say something. If you got like a high enough war score and you chose the destroy ending, you'd get an ending at the end of the cutscenes that would like it'd be like you'd be in the Citadel, and then like it'd be like hovering over debris, and then you'd see like the N7, and then all you see was like see the chest rise, like he was breathing, like you hear like, and then that's when it ends. So, I mean,
that is badass.
But then but that's still like I think the only true ending was Synthesis, because that's what you were fighting for, is like organic, like everybody working together, like Geth and Orcorians working together, and that's sort of the thing I didn't like about the Star Child's logic, is because like machines and organics can never get together, and then I wish like as I heard that I was like, make the Corians and Geth make up, fuck you.
God, what? Okay, let's just fuck it. I don't even want to talk back to the cast. What I thought about Jason Statham as the cast,
I could actually see that.
I
maybe.
could see that too.
But I don't want someone who's just like, yeah, action. I want someone who can play like a very like sensitive role.
But then again, how do they choose like which person Shepard romances, or if to romance them all? Because
Or
I mean,
what personality
if he
Shepard
doesn't,
is.
if he doesn't
yeah.
romance anybody, that's gonna piss off like literally every shipper
Yeah.
in the fan base.
Every shepherd or shipper.
Maybe
Shepard.
you should, like, fuck a dude.
So
Well, yeah,
they had that option.
Dude, hell, I mean, well, no, I don't,
They had that option in Mass Effect 3.
yeah,
no one
you
did
could
it,
fuck a
though.
dude. Yeah, well, no, my friend did it. He Twitch streamed it where he fucked that one pilot, and then
His husband died, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me fuck you."
Wait, could you fuck Garrus? Because I know, like,
No,
Oh, God.
only as a female you could.
I,
though.
like,
Dude,
even though
every-
I know...
Sorry, I'm working on some calibrations back here.
dude, I swear to God, like, I've watched so many streams of, like, dudes playing FemShep, and they're like, dude, if I was gay, I'd fuck Garrus because she's so fucking awesome. And he is. Garrus, like...
You could fuck Maria. Any female character, you could fuck as a female.
Like
Even
I don't know,
Talia, which
Garrus
was,
was awesome. I mean, if I had the option to be gay at the Turian, I would have done it.
I don't know, man.
Garrus is awesome.
I love
Wait,
Garrus.
is Garrus, like... He's not Geth, right?
No, he's not Geth. That's
He's-
Legion.
Who's the Geth? dude?
Legion.
Legion.
That dude,
When he
he's
fucking
badass.
died, I didn't want him to die. I was like, I was Morden and Legion's death. I was like, well, no, Thane's death too. Oh my God, Thane.
Wasn't there, like, a pivotal moment in Mass Effect 2 where, like, you... was not the Geth, or was it the Reapers? Where you chose either to keep them alive but wipe their conscience?
In Mass Effect?
Yes.
Yeah, in Mass Effect 2, the loyalty mission, which is what I was doing it before I started playing Wolfenstein. You had to, like,
Was it the Geth or the Reapers?
No, it wasn't the Geth or the Reapers. There's 2 sides of the Geth. One side wants to help the Reapers, and then one side wants to work with Commander Shepard and fight against the Reapers. And you could choose to either help the Terratics or like help Legion side, but like it'd be wiping out like all those like Geth's memories or something. And Legion says like, yeah, we don't fucking care. And then like, well, no, Legion says he doesn't care. Like he said it's problematic because like some of those like not all the memories would be wiped out, but he says like key information would be wiped out, and he's like not sure, and he leaves it up to Commander Shepard. And Tally says like, well, no, we should just wipe them all out and blah blah. Like, yeah, there's like 3 options, and
Oh my God, Mass Effect 3, I almost killed myself because I thought there's no way around it that Talia was going to die if you chose Legion. So I just was like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm just going to pick Talia over here.
I picked both. I was like, all right, you two need to make the fuck up.
I just picked Tali. I couldn't figure it out.
Well, it's funny too because like Tally and Legion almost like kind of have a hug before Legion dies if you choose both. And I was like, oh, they're making up, yay! Like literally, like it's like the parent, like that's what I felt in that scene. Like Shepard's the parent, and like he's finally seeing like two siblings who are like having like a major fight, like kiss and make up, and I was like, fucking finally.
Well, okay,
And then
final thing. I'm sorry, we got it.
Yeah, we
Back to the movie. Just real quick, the movie. This is all I want. Good makeup, actual aliens, no CGI. Please don't fuck with the CGI. Do some Star Wars shit.
From the CGI, they're gonna have to do like the cars.
Yeah, that I can deal with that, but not like actual people and the extras.
Not the Normandy. Well, I mean, they could do like a model of the Normandy. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all I gotta say. Next.
They could CGI Seth Green in.
Alright, another video game adaptation. Let's go to absolute fucking shit. Hitman.
That's over the top.
They came out with one?
They came out with one and they're making another one.
Yeah, no, the Hitman movie was... Ooh.
There's a joke I remember from that movie, and it involved foreplay. I wish I could fucking remember it.
I don't remember much about the
like
film
Hitman was
I
like
just didn't like it.
I don't know. It was just so fucking like. It was like, have you guys heard about the Gamergate episode? Like as SEU,
at CIS, you mean?
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like just like it was like they were flirting with each other. Like the chick with Hitman is like I don't like should we get started? And he goes like, would we have time for foreplay?
Oh god.
And I'm just like, oh my fucking god. Hitman isn't concerned with banging anybody. The only human emotion he truly shows is an absolution. I was just like, God fucking damn it.
Yeah.
And now this one's over the top, like he's some super badass agent, and I'm like, why couldn't they just show like the goofy and like crazy ass side where like he dresses up as a clown and like sets a bomb on the grill, like that mission where you're in the neighborhood and you dress up as a clown, you wire the grill to explode, that makes the wife like explode and jump in the pool, that draws everybody's attention to the wife, and then you go as the hitman, you go upstairs and murder your actual target. I mean, getting strangled by a clown, does that not make movie material?
That's pretty fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that is awesome. And then like the other parts where you're like as a penguin and you like you kill the other dude. I don't remember that mission, but I mean there's like other fucking cool shit. I'm like, why wouldn't that make a great movie? Yeah, it'd be a bit slow paced, but I mean like, screw the fucking retards that have an attention span of a squirrel.
Squirrel.
What other?
Oh, wait, hold on. You're gonna edit out that yawn because it's supposed to be lively. Continue. Now say it again.
Maybe if we
What
get
about
some sugar.
If there's
any other
cinnamon toast
films
crunch.
or games?
And well, are we gonna talk about Resident Evil or shall we just?
Just fuck the Resident Evil movies.
Let's talk about the Resident Evil films.
All right, last one I saw was the one where like Mila Jovovich like shows up to like the White House, and she's with Wesker, and then Wesker gives her back her superpowers.
Superpowers.
Oh my god, that's how I want to say it from now on. So I got superpowers.
Superpowers. My brain is dying. Superpowers, and like literally, like Wesker's like, we got trouble coming, and then like Mila Jovovich, I can't talk right now. Whatever her name is.
Stop doing that.
You noticed that earlier?
DJ is fucking doing something with a lighter.
Yeah, no. If any way I want to die, either I want to be, like, not burned to death.
Especially in here, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no. I'm immediately just going to try to zen my way out and just...
This reminds you of 9/11, you'll have to jump.
Oh, well, that's getting cut.
But anyways,
first episode, show canceled.
I don't know what movie it was called. It's like the most recent where like she's at the
Afterlife?
White House. Yeah, like she's at the White House and Wesker's sitting there in the Oval Office and goes like, "Oh, it's about time you got here." And then like she tries to fight him, but then like he injects her with the T virus again, so she's like all badass again. And then like he's like, well, there's more coming, and then like it's her, Wesker, and a bunch of other people, and then like literally like in front of the White House, there's like zombie mutants. And Fuck ton of
I don't
other shit.
remember the last one I saw. What I saw.
The one that I kind of clearly remember is the one where like it's what the fuck was her face, Jill or whatever. Like where she has the spider thing on her neck.
Yeah.
God, I remember that. I remember that boss fight. What was the wait? Wasn't it Resident Evil 5? Yeah, where like Jill. I remember the co-op boss fight fighting Jill and Wesker. Not fun.
I never played Raccoon City. Why was it considered so bad?
Raccoon City.
Operation Raccoon City.
Yeah, Operation Raccoon.
It's just a shitty action
Yeah, no,
game.
that was like a shitty cat. Like that. Was,
Cash
that
in
yeah, that
action.
was like a shitty cash in because I know like
Wasn't Resident the 6th one bad too?
the 6th one was like QTE filled.
Yeah.
5
It was also just like it didn't.
5 was
have
decent.
horror.
5 was decent. 5 was like the first Resident Evil that I actually like played besides 4, and I played that co-op with my friend Devante. And oh my god, the boss battle with fucking Jill. If I could have recorded that back then. Oh my god, it was just so hilarious because like you'd have to go up behind Jill and grab her, and then like the other person was supposed to like go in front of her and try to yank like this spider control device off. Meanwhile, Wesker's like walking, like literally walking at my crippled pace, like just not even giving a fuck. So like not only do we have to like worry about Jill, but we also have to worry about Wesker, and bullets and nothing affect him, so you just have to like stun him and then like walk away. Like, oh my god, fighting Wesker was fucking horrifying because like I did.
Sorry, but Wesker, like in the movie, he seems like really easy to cast.
Yeah.
That's Wesker for you.
Yeah, he's like really just a bland evil
He's a
dude.
bland evil. Oh, yeah.
God, I
The
fucking hate
T
that boss
virus
battle
is
because I didn't know who
ass.
I didn't know who Wesker was, and Devante did, or I don't think Devante. I don't remember, but I remember just like shooting at him and then him just dodging my bullets, and I think I said to the mic, like, "What the fuck is this? The Matrix?"
Yeah.
He does look like.
Yeah, no, he looks like he's out of the fucking Matrix.
Like I was just like shooting, and like Devante says, like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like shooting this immortal asshole. It's like, "Oh, that's Wesker. Don't waste your bullets." And then I have no bullets left. I'm like, "Too late." And then like checkpoint pops up, and I'm like, "Oh fuck." So then like the whole boss battle with Jill, Devante's doing all the work, and I'm just like running around trying to keep Wesker distracted.
But
Is there any-
the last Resident Evil film I saw is when I don't even remember what it was, but it was like that.
Was
one,
it when they're in Raccoon City, or was it when they're in the prison?
the prison?
Yeah,
the one
that's,
where they fight Nemesis.
Oh, I think that was 2.
No, that was like 4.
There's 4.
Stars. Then
Fuck Nemesis.
all I remember that I saw then I think I saw the last one I saw was 3.
No,
I remember.
Like I
It's-
was like introduced to that.
3
film.
was the one where they're in
It
the
was.
desert.
I think it was on my like birthday. Fucking Keen, like he's just like this action scene's so good, it's so cool, and I'm just sitting there like, it's a Resident Evil film. I watched it, like it was a cool action scene. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like the opening was cool, but the rest of the movie was like shite.
Yeah, the rest of the movie was shite.
That's for most fucking Resident Evil films.
Then okay, is there any other fucking video games?
Well, I mean,
Like I don't know of many.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I mean, I don't know if he's still doing this, but Kojima is working on a Metal Gear Solid movie.
Oh god.
And, like,
Sony wanted to do it like right away, but Kojima said like, no, I'm going to be in charge. And like I know it was like a year or two ago where they finally like worked out a deal, and they are working on a script, but that was like a year or two ago, so I don't know if he put that on hold or not, or if that's like because he said he's working on multiple projects. Like he said, 5 was his top priority. But I mean, like, what is he working on? So, like, the movie Silent Hills, supposedly a Zone of the Enders sequel.
Oh. Oh shit.
This
Zone of the Enders.
this is just a rumor, but one is like complete bullshit. I know. The other one, I'm thinking about it.
What?
The one that's complete bullshit is a Minecraft movie.
no, that's not
What?
bullshit. That's actually happening.
That's actually happening.
What?
That's actually happening.
How the fuck will it work? Who knows? There's no.
It-
initial
I'm
story
thinking it's
to base
gonna.
it off
I'm
of.
thinking
Is it gonna be like the Lego movie?
Probably.
Probably.
If I was to direct a Minecraft movie, I would kind of make it more mature, but like
I would just
in a
have.
survival sense.
Oh yeah. But I would have it like kind of. I would have just gone through with the game like, hey, you fucking noob, what are you doing, blowing up my castle?
Well, no, like I guess the initial plot of Minecraft, I guess.
Chop down this tree with your fist.
Yeah. There's no real plot to go off of, actually, besides your own, like, make your own story.
What about the Minecraft lore? Oh.
There's no fucking lore.
Hero
like,
Brian.
You play
That's
it,
a
Steve.
fucking, like, fake.
I know,
April
but they
Fool's
still
thing.
made it.
You're thinking about fan fiction.
That's fan fiction. That's fucking creepypasta.
So fan fiction has still been
Hero
made.
Brian, yeah, whatever. Like, well, then again, 50 Shades of Grey is technically, Oh, that's something we didn't talk about as an adaptation.
No, we're not doing that. No,
50 Shades of Grey.
no.
He
no,
came in my ass in the kitchen. That's it.
No,
And that's it.
No, not.
Besides the fact that 50 Shades of Grey was based on the fanfic and the dude who wrote 50 Shades of Grey, the way the fanfic went is it was based on Twilight, and it like the dude wrote it to where like they like moved to a city it was in the future, and they moved to a city, and like after they were done working, like they'd go home and they'd have like their little, like, apparently Edward was into some kinky shit, and so was Belle, and then the dude pretty much changed the names around and the setting around and added a few more things. Boom, that's your 50 Shades of Grey.
It was a girl.
Yeah.
It's real, yeah.
But
I heard Twilight was initially based off an anime as well.
Yeah, there is an anime based on that. Like there is an anime called Twilight that's straightly ripped off. Look it up.
I think we would know about it. I'm not sure.
It's
Well,
basically ripped off. Same names and everything. I think Eric's dead.
What? I'm sorry. I was reading something.
you guys want to call it a podcast?
Well, I thought that's what we've been calling it.
No, fuck off.
No, he wants to know, like, are we done?
Yeah. Are we
Really? I had no idea.
Like, no, well, I don't know. I mean, like, I'll admit that I am kind of getting disinterested because we've been talking for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And, like, I just kind of want to, like, take a break and, like, watch something stupid. Because most podcasts last, like, an hour and, like...
Yeah,
Well, this is good. Okay, let's just get it. Okay.
Call it.
So, hold on. So, aren't we going to give our little outro?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going to start first?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this has been Shade Station. I'm Gimmick.
I'm Nick Fouts, also known as Blue Shades.
I'm Eric Vasquez and I don't want to be here.
You clearly talk the fucking most.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to fucking
Yeah, you
You literally talked probably the most.
The most.
Somebody make a chart!
I will make a fucking chart.
That was Shade Station, and see you next time if we get another fucking episode. I don't
if anybody views it, probably one view within 2 months. That'll probably be one of us.
Yeah.
It'll be all of us.
Yeah.
Turn off the other one. Synchronicity. You bastard!